Alright, folks. Good evening. Welcome to a live stream of American Truck Simulator. Of me listening to a Major League Baseball game. That's right. I have done this before. Sometimes. But I'm going to listen to this particular game. Chicago Cubs against the St. Louis Cardinals, a big rivalry for sure. Because that is the Chicago Cubs are Five Tayer's favorite team, who is the MVP of Keith Sports News, KSN. That channel just premiered the next episode of that podcast. That podcast is coming to an end in a couple of days. And the MVP of Eric Super Magnificent, T-Bone, St. Louis, his favorite team, is the St. Louis Cardinals. So I figured, why not play American Truck Simulator while listening to this game on Sirius XM? Alright. The game already started. I thought it would start after 7 p.m., but apparently it started at 6:45. So, about 20 minutes earlier. We're almost 30 minutes ago, so yeah, that's why I'm late. Plus, I took a nap. Yeah, I took a pretty long nap, but I'm awake now, so I wanted to make this announcement. And, going to listen to a baseball game. Maybe I'll put it on my TV in the background. I'm not going to be doing any commentary, probably until after the game is over. So what am I going to do in this game while I'm listening to the baseball game? I don't know. Maybe I'll do a big delivery. I do have a St. Louis Cardinals paint job, so I might as well use that one because they're the home team. And I might as well play the Cardinals broadcast as well. That paint job costs like $100,000, which I have used that before. I used that for T-Bone. I think it was sometime last year when I did the Missouri cruising event. I know Illinois came out. At some point, I'll have to explore Illinois. It's kind of weird that they did not have a Illinois cruising event. I don't know if they'll ever have that, but at some point I'll explore Illinois. And Cubs and Cardinals are going to play another series in August, sometime next month. That time it'll be in Chicago. All right. So yeah, that's what this live stream's about. And Keith will record himself watching tomorrow night's Cubs-Cardinals game. And yeah. Alright, that is my announcement. I will pull up the chat on my tablet. I'll try my best to chat. You have to be a little patient with me because I have to type in my response. Hey, T-Bone. Yeah, I know the game already started. I'm about to pull up the broadcast. I thought the game would start like at 7:05 or 7:10, but apparently it started at 6:45. Oh, it says the score. Cubs are winning 2-0. The top of the second. Alright. Five Tayer's here. Perfect. Okay. 4-0 now? Huh. I guess Sirius XM, they update the score late. Alright. Jeez, I'm already missing out a lot. Okay. It is a must-win for St. Louis because they're behind in the standings. All right, let's listen in. I assume you guys are watching the game as well as my stream at the same time. All right, here we go. Enjoy.
In another run. Suzuki scores on the single. And the Cubs have the line moving with a 5-0 lead, 2 outs in the second. And McGreevy is hittable tonight.
I think that long first inning, that at-bat by Ian Happ was a killer for Michael McGreevy. Not only the fact that he had to throw so many pitches to one batter, but then he ended up giving up a hit to him also. So a long at-bat, a lot of pitches. I think it kind of just got to him a bit. And, of course, it bolstered the Cubs on the other side.
And here's Bregman. Bregman with 5 hits and 6 at-bats in the series, 3 of those for doubles. McGreevy's pitch, right down the middle, strike one. 6 batters in the first inning. This is batter number 7 in the second for McGreevy. From the stretch, McGreevy looks over his right shoulder to Bush leading at first. The pitch jammed him, and there is a hit to right field. 3 hits in a row. Suzuki's double, Bush with an RBI hit, and Bregman with a single. 4 hits all told and a walk in the Cubs' second inning.
Everything that Bregman's doing is working. That was a pitch off the plate in, and he was able to inside out it and take the other way. What a series he's had. That is now 6 hits in the series in 7 at-bats, and he came in cold.
Dusty Blake with his second mound visit in as many innings. At this rate, the Cardinals are going to be out of mound visits by the 4th. The infielders come in to gather around Jimmy Crooks, Dusty Blake, and Michael McGreevy. We're in the second, and the Cubs have built a 5-0 lead, 7 hits, and they're not finished. Runners at first and second. Ian Happ is up, and Happ had that lengthy at bat that resulted in a 2-run double with 2 outs in the first inning. And I do agree with you, Ricky. That is paying dividends here in the second inning. All the work that McGreevy had to put in, topping 30 pitches in the first inning. 47 pitches right now for Michael McGreevy. McGreevy checks on the runner at second base. That's Michael Bush. The pitch. Happ takes high for a ball.
Most hits that McGreevy has ever given up in a game is 10. That came against the Pirates in May of this year, and he's already given up 7 here tonight.
The 8th batter in the inning is Ian Happ. Happ takes a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Already matched the high of runs allowed in 2026. In his career, the most he's given up is 7.
2 on for the Cubs. Bush at second. Bregman at first base. The 1-1 pitch. Curve low. 2-1. Newbar plays off the left field line. The same for Walker and right. Church a step or 2 toward left field for the left-handed batting Ian Happ. McGreevy with the pitch. Happ takes high. It's 3-1. No activity in the Cardinal bullpen with the Cubs out to a 5-0 lead and 7 hits in the game already. McGreevy from the stretch. The 3-1 pitch. Happ takes strike 2.
Of all the Cardinal pitchers that you expect to be able to go at least 5 innings, really at least 6 innings on most every start, it's the guy here, but I don't see how he gets that far with the pitch count where it is. And the Cubs don't seem to be wanting to let him get that far.
Pitch number 52 on 3-2, and that's hit deep down the right field line. It is curving and going foul. Home run distance by plenty, but a long, loud strike. It was a 3-2 pitch that Happ doubled off Walker's glove in right field. Just hit the tip of the glove and then off the screen out by the Cardinal bullpen. The double scored Suzuki and Bregman. This inning, Conforto, Carson Kelly, Seiya Suzuki, they've all scored. On 3-2, the runners go. The pitch is taken low and in. The bases are loaded. And Nico Hoerner is the 9th batter of the inning.
That's got to get somebody up in the Cardinals bullpen, and it is.
The second walk of the game and the inning.
Phone just rang. Wonder if that's Strzelecki.
The pitcher's getting ready fast. Hoerner struck out swinging to end the first. The pitch taken for a ball outside.
It's actually Graceffo.
Michael McGreevy facing Hoerner for the second time in the game. Pitch number 55. Strike called outside corner, 1-1.
Boy, that's a nightmare for a manager when you have to get your bullpen active in the top of the second inning with a fairly short bullpen.
Hoerner back in. Right foot near the back line of the batter's box. Right-handed batter out of Stanford. With the bases loaded, the 1-1 pitch here for Nico Hoerner. Fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. McGreevy's trying to find a pitch to put an end to this nightmarish second inning. 3 runs in, 3 runners on. 2 outs and the 1-2 pitch coming up for Nico Hoerner. Hoerner swings and he grounds one foul on the third baseline with Michael Busch jumping out of the way of the ground ball. Busch is over at third, but Bregman on second and Ian Happ at first base. Pitch number 58, and we're in the second inning. The 1-2 pitch. Hoerner swings, fouling that out of play. Foul ball after foul ball. That's been the problem for McGreevy tonight in 2 innings.
You're exactly right. He's not finishing guys off with pitches. He's used to doing that. Does have a couple of strikeouts, but not being able to get Happ last inning, and even now with Hoerner not being able to put him away there, just adds to the pitch count.
The 1-2 pitch, and that's ripped down the right field line. It is a foul ball. Whew. It's already 5-0 Cubs. That had 7-0, maybe 8-0.
Yep, that's
written
right.
all over it.
Sure did.
Foul it goes. The runners reset. Hoerner coming back to pick up the bat on the grass to the first base side of the circle around home plate. Over at first, Happ. At second base, Bregman. At third base, Busch. The Cardinal infielders all play deep. Fermin and Wynn on the left side, Weatherholt, Burleson on the right side. The outfielders are playing toward right center field. The 1-2 pitch for Nico Hoerner. Ball too high, 2-2. First pitch of tonight's game was at 6:46, and we are at 7:24 right now. The 9th batter of the second inning in the top of the second for the Cubs. The pitch, low and a full count. With the bases loaded, Busch, Bregman, and Happ will be running on the next pitch to Nico Hoerner. Michael Conforto singled on the first pitch of the second inning. He got all of this started, waiting on deck. The runners lead. The runners go. The pitch is swung on, and that's looped down the right field line. It hits down fair. 2 runs are going to score. And over to third base, Ian Happ. 7-0 Cubs. 6 RBIs in the series for Nico Hoerner. Oliver Marmol will make the pitching change. Brought to you by Goodwill. Give hope, give local, give Goodwill. We will be back.
In sports, success is about team effort, and the same is true for your hair. At Great Clips, we save your haircut details in clip notes, so every member of the highly skilled team knows exactly how to create your signature look. And with our easy-to-use app, you can check in from anywhere and get a ready next text when you're up next for a cut. It's the confidence of a great haircut delivered by a team you trust. Download our app today. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
We have a simple formula at Shelter Insurance. Provide personalized coverage at great rates with local agents to help you choose the coverage you need. And if the unexpected happens, fulfill our promise to be there when you need us most. Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Join us for a fantastical journey at St. Louis Union Station. Board the St. Louis Wheel soaring 200 feet into the air all year round. The St. Louis Aquarium at Union Station lets you explore the world's great waterways and over 10,000 amazing creatures. Swing from the ropes course high over the aquarium and get lost in our mirror maze. It's all here at St. Louis Union Station, where the journey is like no other. Create your new memories at stlouisunionstation.com.
You care about every detail, and so does Purina. Every ingredient in their pet food comes from trusted sources, and every ingredient has a purpose. Whether that purpose is to provide just the right nutrients your pet needs or a flavor they will love, Purina has over 250 recipes made without artificial flavors or preservatives for you to choose from. You're sure to find something both you and your pet will love. Learn more at Purina.com.
Michael McGreevy has been touched up for 7 runs, and he's responsible for Happ at third, Horner at first base, as Gordon Graceffo comes on out of the Cardinal bullpen in the second inning. 7-0 Chicago, 7 runs on 8 hits. Conforto started the inning with a base hit to right field. He's batting for the second time this frame. He takes a high fastball. Well, this is a fine how do you do for Michael McGreevy's start tonight.
Sure is. Wonder how Arizona felt down 7-0 to the Cardinals on the 19th of July.
Here's a swing and a drive. That's it to deep right field. Walker back. He jumps and he makes the catch in front of the State Farm sign at the wall. Wow. Whew. So close to 3 more runs right there. But the Cubs had a big second inning. 5 runs. The Cardinals come up in the bottom of the second, trailing 7-0.
Your days are busy, but your nutrition doesn't have to be. Hi, I'm Brian, a Missouri dairy farmer. One simple choice gives you protein, calcium, vitamin D, and a whole lot more. Yep, it's milk. Whether your favorite is whole milk, chocolate, or lactose-free, pour it on cereal, blend it in a smoothie, or grab a cold glass and go. Milk helps support strong bones, everyday energy, and tastes great. All in one glass. Take it from me and my cows. Dairy does more.
Brought to you by Missouri Farmers Care and Missouri Dairy Farmers. Proud to feed and fuel America's pastime. Learn more at mofarmerscare.com.
Join us for a fantastical journey at St. Louis Union Station. Board the St. Louis Wheel soaring 200 feet into the air all year round. The St. Louis Aquarium at Union Station lets you explore the world's great waterways and over 10,000 amazing creatures. Swing from the ropes course high over the aquarium and get lost in our mirror maze. It's all here at St. Louis Union Station, where the journey is like no other. Create your new memories at stlouisunionstation.com.
Whether you want front row tickets, season tickets, or tickets to Italy, Central Bank is here with money management tools, credit card rewards, and other financial solutions you didn't know were possible to help you dream bigger, bank better. Centralbank.net, Equal Housing Lender.
Don't forget your favorite Lay's, the perfect sidekick to your game day. No matter if you're cheering for our St. Louis Cardinals from the stands or hosting the ultimate game day throwdown with your crew, there's a Lay's flavor to go with it. Lay's, proud partner of your St. Louis Cardinals.
Mom's got to work, but her rookie caught a fever with no team doctor. But Mercy can't wait to see them with the same pro care they give the Cardinals. She hops online. Will it be a virtual or office visit? She schedules a video visit with the Mercy doc. She's made contact, and she is out of here!
Mercy makes scheduling easy. Just browse, book, and be seen. Visit mercy.net/bigwin. Mercy, official medical provider of the Cardinals.
The Cubs have jumped out to a big 7-0 lead over the Cardinals, who come to bat now in the bottom of the second inning against Colin Ray. Ivan Herrera will lead off. Herrera, DHing tonight, was the Cardinal catcher last night. The pitch to him is popped up foul out of play. Herrera 6 out of his last 28. Over his last 3 games, 5 for 13 with a double and a homer. Herrera, Nootbaar, and Wynn trying to get the line moving, and the Cubs have certainly had their line moving so far in this game. Strike called. Delayed call by home plate umpire Adam Hammery. Right-hander against right-hander. Colin Ray pitches. There's a drive into center field, right to Pete Crow Armstrong, 1 out. Let's pause here for a station ID. This is the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar.
For 24/7 baseball talk, interviews, and game analysis. After the game, check out MLB Network Radio, Sirius XM 89.
Along with Ricky Horton, Mike Claiborne, our producer-engineer Jim Jackson, I'm John Rooney at Busch Stadium. Lars Nootbaar hit a double his last at bat last night, and he takes strike 1 here tonight.
Cubs are making it look easy, John, and the Cardinals are not. They've hit 3 line drives in a row with nothing to show for it. The Cubs just hitting the ball all over the field.
There's a pitch in for a strike. They're finding all the openings, that's for sure. But when you asked the question, how did Arizona feel when the Cardinals were up 7-0?
Right.
They started finding some openings.
They did. They did.
That's how they were able to come back and win in extra innings that Sunday game to take 2 out of 3. A ball outside, 1-2.
Arizona was not playing well up until that moment, and then once they did that, they started playing well. So you just kind of need to get a spark somewhere. I'm not saying that the Cardinals are going to come all the way back here, but you just got to keep playing. Got to keep swinging it and hope that guys get hot, and then that just transfers into something else down the road.
A ball inside, a 2-2 count on Nootbaar with Mason Wynn on deck. Colin Ray's next pitch. That swung on and grounded to Ramirez. The second baseman throws out Nootbaar. 5 up and 5 down for Colin Ray. Ray has posted a 5.52 or 5.32 ERA, and his last 13 games, 12 of those starts, he was a bulk man in the other game. That dates back to mid-May. He has allowed at least 4 runs in 6 of those appearances, and the Cubs are 3-10 in those games. But he's leading big 7-0 tonight. Mason Wynn, the Cardinals shortstop. He had a 2-for-4 game with a run scored and a run batted in last night. Ray to Win. Foul ball out of play. The game brought to you by Budweiser, official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. Crack open the game with Budweiser. Enjoy unrivaled flavor and refreshment. Balanced infield behind Ray for the right-handed batting Mason Wynn. Wynn takes outside. Ray's fastball in the mid-90s. That was at 95, just off the plate, 1-1. Right-hander facing right-hander. The pitch by Ray. There's a fly ball. That's hit well to right field. But moving back on the track and over the shoulder catch by Seiya Suzuki. 6 up and 6 down for Ray. Ricky has the third, 7-0 Cubs.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Cardinals fans love cheering on their team, but what's one thing they don't love? When being in pain gets in the way of doing the things they enjoy. That's why Aleve is here for Cards fans to help relieve your pain, so you can focus on what really matters. When minor aches and pains are getting in the way of your life, turn to the longer-lasting pain relief of Aleve, so you can feel your best all day. Each pill has the strength to last up to 12 hours. Try Aleve today.
Enjoy a true St. Louis Cardinals baseball experience. Book your Grand Slam ticket package today at the luxurious Marriott St. Louis Grand, steps away from Busch Stadium. You'll get 2 Cardinals tickets plus free hotel self-parking, complimentary high-speed internet access, and $20 towards a great pregame or postgame meal at Zinnia Bar and Grill. Grand Slam ticket packages start at $199. Book yours today at MarriottStLouisGrand.com. That's MarriottStLouisGrand.com. Proud hotel partner of the St. Louis Cardinals.
This is former Cardinals shortstop and postseason MVP David Eckstein. Mark Ringering with Country Financial in Edwardsville is proud to support the St. Louis Cardinals and the local community. Whether you're shopping for home, car, or more, Country takes the time to understand your specific insurance needs. They explain what options work best for you, making insurance easy. Search Mark Ringering Country Financial to get a quote or book an appointment today.
Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois. It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
The Chicago Cubs had 7 runs yesterday, but they did that in 9 innings. They've got 7 runs already, and we've just played 2 here at Busch Stadium. And it's Gordon Graceffo who's going to try to calm things down a bit. He's out for his first full inning of work. He relieved Michael McGreevy, who was charged with all 7 of the runs, a career high for McGreevy. He went an inning and 2/3 and gave up 8 hits, just not his day. Cubs really swinging it today, and it's Carson Kelly leading things off, and he takes a pitch high for a ball. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts from McGreevy. And the pitch count for McGreevy, 63 pitches in just an inning and 2/3. So enough work for him. His day is done, and it's Graceffo working from the stretch with a 1-0 count on Kelly. There's a pitch that's a strike, a slider, catches the bottom of the zone. Kelly, then Pedro Ramirez in the top of the order in Pete Crow Armstrong. A lot of baseball ahead tonight, but the Cardinals have a big mountain to climb. I can't say hill, it's a mountain this time. The 1-1 pitch, that's a called strike. 1-2. Cubs have had a base runner in 10 of the 11 innings so far this series, and they've scored at least a run in 7 different innings. 2 in the first here tonight and 5 in the second. The 1-2 delivery to Carson Kelly is in the dirt. 2-2. One thing about McGreevy, he wasn't able to finish off Cub hitters here tonight. Typically able to make something happen, but not tonight. Graceffo with a 2-2 count. Can he finish off Carson Kelly? As his sign, here comes the pitch, and it's hit in the air to right center field. Walker backing up, and he's going to settle under this one and make the play. So 2 flyouts to right is how Graceffo's game has started. On Sunday, August 9th, 10,000 kids ages 12 and younger will take home their very own Build-A-Bear Fredbird plush, presented by Build-A-Bear Workshop. Learn more at cardinals.com/promotions. Nice crowd tonight. Not a lot of breeze here. Game time temperature was 87 degrees. And Ramirez grounded out to short his first time and takes strike 1. If he'd have hit that ball a little bit differently, a little bit more straight to Mason Wynn, maybe that's a double play. Maybe last inning's different. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. You can do that. You can deconstruct any inning, actually, in any rally. Swing and a miss by Ramirez. But you can't take it off the scoreboard. It happened. 2 runs on 3 hits in the first inning and 5 runs on 5 hits in the second. 0-2 the count on Ramirez, and the pitch from Graceffo is taken high. Cubs have had 3 doubles in this game, a sacrifice fly, a couple of walks by McGreevy, no homers. But they're capable of that. Almost had one. Next pitch is grounded to the right side. Burley waits for the ball to come down. He better hurry, flip it to McGreevy, and he's safe at first. It's actually Graceffo, not McGreevy. And Graceffo got there a little late. The ball was hit into the ground, and it went high in the air, and there's no way that Burleson could get to it and then get to the bag, so he had to flip to Graceffo. I think thought that Burley would be able to get that done, but he is safe at first, just barely. So an infield hit, a hustling hit for Pedro Ramirez. And back to the top of the order, Pete Crow Armstrong, who had a sacrifice fly and an RBI. He's always contributing, even when he's not getting hits. There's a strike at the top of the zone. He walked twice yesterday. Also struck out twice and popped out. Struck out today. But he had that sacrifice fly in the second. As John told you, his 61st RBI of the year. Next pitch to Pete Crow Armstrong is hit in the air, and he's not happy about it. Screaming as he's headed towards first base. How dare you get me out?
Did I hear him say, oh, golly?
Something like that. That's a fly out to left. By the way, that's bad form to do that when you're leading 7-0. It's just bad form. Bad sportsmanship, actually. And maybe he'll learn that, maybe he won't. Seiya Suzuki is having quite a night. He has singled and doubled. He had a double last night. First pitch to Suzuki is a called strike. I will say this about the culture of baseball that's changed a little bit. That may come under the same category of kind of, showing off on a home run that no one seems to care about that other than people that used to play or people that have been fans of baseball for a long time. I don't know that the players today really give that much thought, and maybe they don't care about what PCA just did either. But there are some people that care. And I'm in that line. Suzuki has a 1-1 count. And the pitch to him is a bloop foul over the Cardinals dugout and out of play. Suzuki has scored twice in this game. So has Alex Bregman. I'd be hard-pressed to say who's having the best series among the Cubs, but you'd have to say Bregman is. But you'd also have to say Horner is.
6 RBIs for Horner.
That's right. There's a slider down and away. I'd feel a little bit better about a 7-0 deficit if we were playing in Wrigley and the wind was blowing out, because you never know what happens there. But a little more predictable here at Busch Stadium. But you never know. Ramirez takes his lead. 2-2 the count. Graceffo facing the Cubs right fielder. The pitch to him is a check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. Held up. According to Todd Titchener. And I wonder how far Graceffo can go in this game. Maybe one more inning? We're going to see a parade of pitchers today. Next pitch is a swing and a miss. He strikes out Suzuki, and that ends the inning. So Graceffo puts a 0 on the board. The Cardinals haven't done that often in this series. We go to the bottom of the third inning. The bottom of the order due up for St. Louis. Cardinals trailing early 7-0.
Draft a winning fantasy football team with the experts of SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio.
Our first picks need to be the surest things on the board. They are a priority.
Hear winning strategies, player projections, and expert drafts to help you build a championship team.
No, thank you. I am not drafting a tight end and a quarterback in the early rounds.
We're talking fantasy football right now on Fantasy Sports Radio, Channel 87. And check out our audio draft kit anytime on the SiriusXM app. Just search Draft Season.
And the rags to riches story for Indiana football comes to conclusion.
We're counting down the days to college football season on SiriusXM. Starting Tuesday, hear previews of the Big Ten. We'll take you to media days and sit down with the star players and head coaches.
Dan Lanning is our guest.
Ryan Day, the head coach of The Ohio State University.
Hear comprehensive coverage on Big Ten Radio, Channel 372. And for expert analysis, check out College Sports Radio, SiriusXM Channel 84 in the car and on the SiriusXM app.
Hello, children. I'm Alice Cooper. Rocco Mediat and I are talking golf, music, and more on Rolling the Rock.
I did a documentary on horror movies.
I didn't like the Freddy movies.
I played his father in one of the movies.
Did he end up killing you?
Yeah.
How'd I know that?
As a little boy, he killed me. We had a hard time shooting because every time he'd get ready to do it, one of us would start laughing.
Listen to Rolling the Rock on PGA Tour Radio or anytime on the SiriusXM app. And you better listen, because we know where you live.
Baseball talk from the player's perspective on Loud Outs.
You gotta love this stuff. You gotta eat this stuff up.
That was the voice of Aaron Boone. It sounded to me like he was talking about eating chips and guacamole, because you gotta love this stuff, and I eat that stuff up. That would be my analogy for baseball.
Loud Outs, weekdays 2 p.m. Eastern on MLB Network Radio, SiriusXM Channel 89, and the SiriusXM app.
What's up, SiriusXM? It's Morgan Wallen.
Listen to Morgan Wallen Radio now on Channel 64 and in the SiriusXM app.
Things off. Church hitting .225, 8 homers and 30 RBIs. Church has not homered since the 3rd of July. It's 25 days. There's a pitch out of the zone, ball 1. But Alec Burleson
was at Wrigley Field, all Peterson.
And Alec Burleson hasn't homered since July 8th, and Walker since July 9th. There's a little looper into left field for a base hit. Kind of hit that ball through the shortstop area, hustling through the first base bag, thinking about 2. So I love the hard play there of Nathan Church, and he's one of those guys that hustles all the time. I love seeing that. So he's aboard. Cardinals have a base runner. He took that changeup the other way and just smoked it right through the hole. I called it a blooper, but it was better than that. He hit it pretty sharply. Had a little cut to it, past the shortstop into left field. So now it's Fermin at the plate, and he takes a strike at the top of the zone, and that was not a strike.
It was not a strike, but not challenged.
Not challenged at all. So the Cardinals now with their first hit. Cubs have 9 of them. Fermin with Church, the runner at first base, and the pitch to the Cardinal right-handed batter is a called strike 2. That was a strike. Well, start chipping away a little bit. Just get a running inning. That's all I'm asking. Got to start somewhere. The pitch to Fermin is taken low. Jose taking that pitch pointed low, like that's not a strike. He actually called that pitch in agreement with the home plate umpire, Adam Hammery. Hitting room on the right side of the infield as the pitch comes in, and it's swung on and fouled off his foot. That one got him pretty good. Fermin playing third base today. Again, a lot of at-bats for Jose Fermin. He's finding playing time. Hitting .253 coming into play today. Has been a good bat off the bench, or when he plays, a good one there. And he hit that one right off his shin. Ouch. Next pitch to Fermin is hit in the air towards left field. And the left fielder, Conforto, got a late jump on it, and he settles under it, makes the play. And that is out number 1, and Jimmy Crooks will bat. From the first pitch of the season to the last pitch in October, Bet365 is now the official mobile sports betting partner of the St. Louis Cardinals. Jimmy Crooks hitting .182, has 3 homers and 9 RBIs. And he has some power at the plate. Breaking pitch misses inside, ball 1. He will strike out a bit, more than he'd like and the Cardinals would like, but he also has that thump. And that's why he's here in the big leagues. Good power numbers in AAA. Cardinals hoping that translates, and he takes a strike, a four-seamer at 95. That's pretty good for Colin Ray. That's top edge for him, velocity-wise. Leadoff single for Church. He's still there at first. The 1-1 count, and the pitch is low.
28 strikeouts and 77 at-bats for Jimmy Crooks. He has 14 hits, 3 for doubles, and the 3 home runs you mentioned.
Slightly open stance at the plate. Kind of a flat bat over his shoulder. Wiggles it a bit, then hits that ball into a left center field. Long run for Pete Crow Armstrong, and he makes the catch again up against the wall. The Cardinals have done that a couple of times here today. He ran that down right up against the Hall of Fame induction names out there in left field. So Jimmy Crooks, a long, loud out. We've had that from a couple of Cardinals. Alec Burleson had one of those. Mason Wynn hit a long fly ball out. Cardinals just can't quite get it in the right spot. And maybe J.J. Weatherholt can do it, who has 100 hits now. He had a hit last night. The rookie now has 100 of them. And he shows bunt and takes outside for a ball. They were giving him a base hit. Why not? He had a bunt hit there and bring Walker up. That's not a bad idea in my mind. And now Bregman respects that idea, so he's in on the grass. The 1-0 pitch to Weatherholt is outside, 2-0. I mean, there are times you do it where it just makes sense. That's what, when you think the way the game's supposed to be played, you think that through, and I think J.J. did. There's a strike on the inside corner, just barely getting that inner half. 2-1 the count. So in his mind, if he can get on and Walker will pop one, that makes it a new game. You almost have to play for those 3-run homers now. Pitch to J.J.'s outside, 3-1. If he works a walk, he accomplishes the same thing.
Well, he's done that 45 times.
Now Bregman saying he doesn't care. He's backing way up. And he's giving him the bunt here on a 3-1 count. Will he bunt now? The 3-1 pitch doesn't bunt, but he takes ball 4 just as good. So Weatherholt's aboard, and Walker does bat with 2 on and 2 outs in the 3rd inning. Good time to break out. Again, last home run the 9th of July, but he had an awful lot of home runs in Philadelphia.
Or drive in a run or 2 here. Do something just to lift this team that needs a lift in the worst way, as the homestand has not been at all productive. 1-4, beginning with the loss to the Diamondbacks on Thursday.
Jordan's been lifting this team all year. The first pitch to him is a check swing, and he didn't go, and it isn't a strike. So the slider is ball 1. He's ahead in the count now. Fairly shallow in right field is Suzuki, but deep in center and deep in left are the other 2 Cubs outfielders. The pitch to Walker is taken high, 2-0. And it looked like Kelly was going to go to his top of his helmet and decided not to.
He would have lost that one.
He would have. 2-0 pitch, maybe a go pitch here for the Cardinal right fielder Jordan Walker. Here it comes, check swing, and a called strike. Four-seamer just on that outside corner, 2-1. Just barely. He painted him 2-0. 2 on, 2 out. The pitch to Walker as a check swing again, and no swing on the appeal. So 3-1 is the count. Now a real opportunity here, and if he can't throw Jordan a strike, then it's Alec Burleson with a chance to do big damage. But you're right, get something here. Don't have to get it all, get something. The 3-1 pitch to Jordan Walker is hit in the air towards right center field, and that's going to be caught by Pete Crow Armstrong on the run. Walker flies out. The Cardinals put up a 0. We go to the 4th, 7-0 Chicago.
A friend is someone who knows where you came from. Someone who always shows up when you need them. Someone who's there for the good times and the challenging ones. With comprehensive insurance policies backed by award-winning customer service, Shelter Insurance is committed to being there when you need us most.
See Shelter agents Mark Hood or Scott Capozzo in Arnold, or Agent Eric Brands in St. Louis.
The pitch. Mason Wynn hits it hard. Deep left field. That ball's out of here.
Community America Credit Union has been helping people like you and me, shortstop Mason Wynn, to win big for 85 years. Cash back with your free checking. Win. No service fees or minimum balance. Win. Bank anywhere, anytime with their app. Win. So yeah, with Community America, you can win. And so can I. Mason Wynn. Community America Credit Union. Invested in St. Louis. Invested in you.
Hey Cardinals fans, Victor Scott II here. Baseball's all about smart plays. Being smart about your energy use should be too. With Emeren Missouri's Peak Time Savings Program, your smart thermostat automatically makes small tweaks to help you use less energy during high demand hours, saving you money without lifting a finger. And here's another win. Get a $50 bonus just for enrolling, plus $25 every year you stay enrolled. Sign up now and start saving at amerenmissouri.com/EE home run.
Every kid deserves a chance to play and a chance to thrive. For nearly 30 years, Cardinals Care has been helping make that possible through Redbird Rookies, Cardinals Nike RBI, youth ball fields, and grants that support local children. From July 24th through July 30th, you can help continue that mission by supporting the Caring for Kids campaign. Bid on exclusive Cardinals experiences, purchase 50/50 raffle tickets, enter the Caring for Kids sweepstakes, or make a donation. Learn more at cardinals.com/caringforkids.
Jordan Graceffa back out for the 4th inning, so he's gone an inning in the 3rd. He's going to get extended play here as it was a short start by Michael McGreevy, but the Cardinals are still going to have to get innings from somewhere as it is only the 4th inning. The Cardinals down 7-0. We'll see how they play it as we move along, and well, Also see how the Cardinals maybe get back into this game would change that, but we'll see. Right now it's Graceffa, and he misses inside ball one to Michael Busch, who has flied out and singled in this game. Production from every person in the lineup already. All 9 have done something for the Cubs. That's how it was working for the Cardinals early on this year as the pitch misses outside, 2-0. Sacrifice fly for Pete Crow Armstrong. He's the only one that doesn't have a hit or a walk. Busch drove in a run in the second. Been a Cardinal killer indeed. The 2-0 pitch to him is a check swing, but I think he did go. And that is confirmed by our home plate umpire, who rings him up. So it's 2-1. Busch, Bregman, and Happ. And the way the Cubs are hitting right now, no matter what part of the order is coming up, there's somebody that's swinging the bat well. Next pitch is a check swing and a foul. No action in the Cardinals' pen, so this inning is Graceffa's. Gordon working with Jimmy Crooks. Rough day for him, too, to deal with all of this. The 2-2 pitch is popped up, and it's right in front of home plate, and it's Jimmy Crooks calling for it, and he makes the catch in fair territory, barely. He backed up onto the grass and almost missed that one. But Busch is out, and Bregman will bat. For nearly a century, Ted Drewes has been serving its famous frozen custard. Try an inspired flavor combination or create your own. Ted Drewes' unmatched quality, unforgettable taste. Open daily at 6726 Chippewa. 1 out, nobody on, and Bregman 2 for 2 today, 4 for 5 yesterday, and it's strike 1. There's a good start. Graceffa allowed a single last inning, and that's it. Next delivery to Bregman is fouled off to the right. Everything he hits, he's hitting on the line.
How did that not stay fair?
I know. It was right past their first base coach, Jose Javier. Graceffa ahead 0-2. Don't make a mistake here. He didn't. He threw one high, 1-2. Not much going on with the flags out in center field, although the flags of the World Championship flags aren't moving much either. So no help either way, pitcher or batter. The 1-2 pitch, a check swing, and no swing on the appeal. It'll be very fascinating how the Cardinals will use their pen. You have to assume that Justin Brule will be a part of this game. Maybe Swanson. Next pitch, swing and a miss. And he struck him out. Or did he? Oh, he was checking in the glove to see if the ball was in the glove? That's weird. The home plate umpire couldn't find the baseball, and Jimmy Crooks had to show it to him. So, well, it's a strikeout. How about that? Let's pause here for Station ID. On the Cardinals Radio Network, it's powered by Gray Bar.
For 24/7 baseball talk, interviews, and game analysis. After the game, check out MLB Network Radio, Sirius XM 89.
Change-up, strike 1 to Ian Happ, who has doubled and walked in this game, and he probably had the most important at-bat in this game when he had the very long at-bat against McGreevy and ended up doubling. Here's a pitch low. Looking back on that particular at-bat, and the pitch-by-pitch on my app, that was an 11-pitch at-bat, John. That'll wear you out. There's a ground ball right side. It's played by Weatherhold. He's got it on one hop. He throws out Happ at a 1-2-3 inning.
Happy day.
Happy day indeed. Well done, Gordon Graceffa in the fourth. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Middle of the order, Burleson, Herrera, and Newbar due up. Cardinals need some tallies. They trail 7-0.
This is Cardinals broadcaster John Rooney. Forbes asked and people answered. Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance is one of America's best insurance companies. Forbes recognizes what their customers have known for generations. Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance is committed to protecting families and the lives they've built. For auto, home, life, and business protection, count on Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. If you're in Jefferson County, Missouri Farm Bureau agent Kevin Polite will make sure you have the coverage you need.
Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation Repair is offering 50% off labor on qualifying projects. If you're seeing cracks, leaks, or sinking concrete around your home, don't wait. Let the Helitech experts identify the problem and provide proven solutions to protect your home and your investment. Call Helitech or visit helitekonline.com to schedule your free inspection today.
Heal your home with Helix.
You can see and hear. Get your tickets now at cardinals.com/promotions.
It is Alec Burleson to lead things off in the bottom of the fourth inning. Burley flied out deep to center field his first time. The Cardinals have not figured out Colin Ray yet, although they have hit several balls hard. Not much to show for it, just one hit. And the first pitch to Burley is a called strike. Again, Burley now 0 for 12 against Colin Ray. But Burley has had several 3-hit games lately. Been swinging the bat very well this week and takes a pitch outside. 1-1 the count. Burley, then Herrera, then Nootbaar. Cardinals had a couple of base runners last inning but couldn't get anything across. They stranded those two runners. Pitch outside, 2-1. The Cardinals have stranded just 2. The Cubs have stranded 4. But they plated 7. Off-speed pitch in the dirt. He overcooked that. 3-1 the count. On the Cardinal first baseman, Alec Burleson. Burley's having a nice year. 286 coming into play. And the pitch to Burley is outside, ball 4, leadoff walk. We'll take that. That's the second walk for Ray. Burley now leads the Cardinals in hits. He overtook Jordan Walker. So it's Burley, then Walker, then Weatherholt, all with over 100 hits. Herrera lined out to center his first time. It's something going here. I know I hear people saying that in the Cardinals radio network powered by Graybar. I can hear you thinking something. Run, 2 runs. Get some positive mojo going. Herrera certainly capable of that. The pitch to Ivan is outside, 1-1. Herrera 0 for 3, actually 1 for 4 last night. Homered the night before. 2-hit night. Pitch to Ivan, that's low. Ray using his slider more to right-handed batters. But he does love his changeup. Throws that more than the breaking ball. The changeup actually moves too, so it's not really called a breaking ball, but it does. It's a change of speed, and it does move, but it's not a breaking ball category pitch. Swinging a foul off to the right.
Well, you just hope the Cardinals could find a few openings the way the Cubs have.
Yeah. Let's see, where do I see an opening? How about left center field? Cubs have a really good outfield too. They run things down pretty well, so you better hit it on the line. The 2-2 delivery is a called strike 3, and Ivan thinks that was not a strike. He challenged it. I don't think he's right about that. He's not.
Call confirmed. Strike 3, batter's out.
You know, I could almost see Ivan when he challenged that, wanting to say, I don't really mean to. I'm sorry I did that. Because I could tell he was not confident about that. And after thinking about it, I think he wanted to say do-over. But you can't really do that. Once you say it, the challenge is there, and that was a strike. So Newpar bats, 1 on, 1 out, pitch to Lars, that's a strike. Curveball catching the outside corner.
That's the way she's going right now,
yeah,
Ricky.
100%. The 1-strike pitch is hit up the middle, and it's handled at short. The only play at first base, and he can't get him. Horner might actually have had a play at second, but
I thought he did.
But decided right away that ball was going to first base, and Newpar's able to beat it out.
Newpar got a great break out of the batter's box.
I don't know if he just thought the angle was going to be difficult for the second baseman covering. It probably would have been. As Horner caught that ball on the second base side of the bag, so he was really going to be throwing it to a fielder running away from him in a sense. So maybe he thought that's all he could do. It's a hit anyway. 2 on now for Mason Wynn, and the pitch to Wynn is swung on and missed. Strike 1. So Dansby Swanson not playing today, their normal shortstop. So Horner playing there tonight.
He's quite capable.
Yes, he is. 1-strike pitch to Mason Wynn is fouled back, and he's trying to do what he does so well, hit the ball the other way. I think Ray's velocity again at 95. That is more than advertised. He averages 93 plus. Weather's been heating up, and so is his fastball. Two-strike count on the Cardinals shortstop with 2 on and 1 out. Cardinals trailing big here in the 4th inning. The pitch to Wynn is fouled back. Nathan Church to bat next. He got the first Cardinal hit, leading off last inning. Time to get that line moving for a while. Let's hit till about 8:30, just for fun. The 0-2 pitch is hit down the right field line, and that's twisting out of play up against the screen down the right field line. I may be imagining things, but I think that screen is a little more taut. We've been talking about that, or I have anyway. Feel like they need to do that to provide some extra safety for players running into that screen and for the fans in those first couple of rows. Oh, and 2 the count. And the pitch to Mason Wynn is taken high. Again, that right hand starts to go up a little bit by the home plate umpire, Adam Hammery. A little bit of a tease. And another 1-2 pitch coming up. And that's hit towards right field. That's a hit over the head of the first baseman into right field. Cardinals are not going to be able to score on that, but they just loaded the bases.
And Mason got his hit to right.
He sure did. Hit it right over the head of Bush, the first baseman. Hit it on the line. And now Nathan Church can be a hero. Again, let's hit till 8:30.
Center cut pitch. Nice level swing Mason put on that. And Bush gave it a great effort. Tommy Hotovy makes his first visit to the mound tonight. He's the pitching coach for the Cubs.
Three singles and 2 walks the Cardinals have earned on the offensive side, but haven't scored yet.
Tommy Hotovy didn't cover his mouth for about the first 15, 20 seconds.
What did he say then, John?
Then he did.
He's got it kind of, I can almost see his lips through the side of what he's covering now. I don't know what he's saying. Something about trying to get out Nathan Church, I bet. That's the big scoop. Tarps off, crowd looking for something to cheer about. They were just standing up a moment ago. And they'll get going again here shortly as the Cardinals have the bases loaded, trailing by 7. Colin Ray ready for Church, and the first pitch is fouled off to the left. Cardinals have a .351 batting average with the bases loaded, which is the third best in all of baseball. That's good to know. Wonder if Church knows that. He's got a 1-strike count. The pitch to him is taken high, 1-1. Church has been making adjustments to hit the ball, really kind of reworking his swing a little bit to hit the ball on the line, and that's what he did his first time. Base is full of Cardinals. The 1-1 pitch to Church is swung on and missed. He was tardy on that. Jose Fermin on deck. Outfield shades him a little bit towards the left side. The infield is back. Church runs well, and he has a 1-2 count. Can't strike out here. Have to put it in play. The 1-2 pitch is hit in the air towards right field. That's going to be deep enough to score Burleson. As the play is made in right by Suzuki, nobody else advances, and it's now 7-1 Cubs. Sacrifice fly, RBI for Nathan Church. Well, that's a start. So Newbar not able to advance from second as the arm of Suzuki came into play there. He's got a really good arm in right. So 2 on and 2 out now for the Ferminator, Jose Fermin. I didn't notice he was wearing his t-shirt today. Didn't see him in the clubhouse swinging a foul off to the right. Watch out, Bat Boys. Head right up against them. They're fine. Their head's on a swivel. They know. They're wearing batting helmets. They know. Fermin can drive in yet another. The pitch to Fermin is outside. 1-1. So Church just picked up his 31st RBI of the year. He has a single in this game and now a sac fly. Newbar at second. Win at first. Swing and a line drive to left field, but that's going to carry right to the left fielder Conforto. Well struck by Fermin, but again, no luck for the Cardinals as they strand 2 runners. They did pick up a run. John will have the 5th inning. It's 7-1 Cubs.
It's Stephen A. Smith. Check me out on Sirius XM. Some of you think I've already said it all. Nonsense. You haven't heard sports talk like this? You know me. Passionate, opinionated, and an unfiltered, uncompromising viewpoint. You think you got what it takes to talk sports with me? Well, I'm a phone call away. Holla. But you better bring it. It's the Stephen A. Smith Show at 1 and 6 p.m. Eastern on Mad Dog Sports Radio. A show so nice, you get it twice on Channel 82, in the car, and on the Sirius XM app.
The basketball season never ends on Sirius XM NBA Radio.
We're sitting down here with the head coach of the Dallas Mavericks. It's Dusty May. Throughout the interview process, one of the last questions was, are we trying to win? And Masai, without any hesitation, said, no, we're going to win. If we get back healthy, we have a good team now. If they mesh well as a group and we can stay healthy, we can make some noise.
Your year-round home for hoops is Sirius XM NBA Radio, Channel 86, and the Sirius XM app.
Hey baseball fans, Conor O'Brien here as we celebrate another season of America's pastime on Sirius XM. Join me on my station, Conor O'Brien Radio. You can't listen to baseball all the time. It's just not possible. Trust me, I've tried. So when you're not listening to Shohei Ohtani or Juan Soto go yard, head on over to my channel to catch episodes of my podcast, Conor O'Brien Needs a Friend, where you can listen to highlights from my years in late night, along with a bunch of other great content. That's Conor O'Brien Radio, channel 104, right here on Sirius XM.
Every night after the final out, the Round Trip Roundup brings you the scores, highlights, and analysis from every game across Major League Baseball, all in less than 30 minutes.
It's done! Unbelievable!
It's the perfect way to get caught up on all the night's biggest home runs and best performances.
2-run home run for Bryce Harper.
It's the Round Trip Roundup on MLB Network Radio every night on Sirius XM Channel 89 and every morning on the Sirius XM app.
Stay close to your team all season long. Every Major League Baseball game with your hometown announcers is available on Sirius XM and the Sirius XM app.
No need support? Call, text, or chat with 988 anytime. There is hope. and you're not alone. Learn more at Missouri988.org. Nico Horner leads off. Gordon Graceffo comes out for his third inning. The pitch, that's taken low for a ball. He worked 2 innings, 2 full innings after getting the last out of the second, where the Cubs batted around +1 and put up 5 runs to a 7-0 lead. They now lead 7-1. Graceffo's pitch is taken high for a ball, 2-0. Horner struck out facing Michael McGreevy, ending the first inning, then singled in 2 of the 5 runs in the second. He has a 6 RBI series going. Second base last night, playing shortstop tonight. The 2-0 pitch by Graceffo. That's low, 3-0. And the Cardinals left-hander in their bullpen, Justin Brule, is backing up Gordon Graceffo. The 3-0 pitch. A strike called, 3-1. Graceffo has retired 5 in a row. He gave up a 1-out hit to Pedro Ramirez in the 3rd inning. Then retired Pete Crow Armstrong, Suzuki, Bush, Bregman, and Happ. There's a slider for a strike call. 3-2. Batter's timeout taken here by Nico Horner. The Cubs at 60-46. The Cardinals 53-53. The pitch. Check swing and a ball outside. A leadoff walk to Horner in the 5th inning. Michael Conforto, left-handed batter. He's coming up. Oliver Marmol off the seat, the dugout. He's sending his catcher Jimmy Crooks out to the mound, as Brule needs a few more pitches. And here comes Ollie out of the dugout to make the pitching change. That's brought to you by Missouri Farmers Care. Help me feed Cardinals fans across the nation. We'll be right back.
This is former Cardinals shortstop and postseason MVP David Eckstein. When life throws a curveball, Country Financial comes through with claim services you can count on. Country is there when it matters most, helping protect your home and car. Wherever life takes you, Country Financial keeps it simple. Protect your home and car with insurance that's easy to understand and easy to start. Experience more at countryfinancial.com. Country Financial, a proud sponsor of Cardinals baseball.
Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
Cardinals fans love cheering on their team, but what's one thing they don't love? When being in pain gets in the way of doing the things they enjoy. That's why Aleve is here for Cards fans to help relieve your pain, so you can focus on what really matters. When minor aches and pains are getting in the way of your life, turn to the longer-lasting pain relief of Aleve, so you can feel your best all day. Each pill has the strength to last up to 12 hours. Try Aleve today.
This school year, I want my child to thrive, so I enrolled her at the Goddard School. Their amazing teachers truly care about building up my child's confidence, so she's ready to take on the world. And knowing she's learning in a warm and nurturing community gives me peace of mind.
Welcome to the Goddard family. Visit GoddardSchool.com to find a school near you and enroll now.
If you're craving baseball conversations about your favorite players, alumni, and franchise memories, you'll love that Cardinals Magazine is dedicated to the stories that matter most to you. From Gold Gloves to championship rings, from the Wizard and Willie to Albert, Yachty, Uncle Charlie, and well beyond. Their careers define our pages. Treat yourself or a friend to a subscription today at cardinals.com/magazine. Cardinals Magazine, past, present, and future, it's all here. Tonight's game marks the 46th appearance for Justin Brule. Only George Soriano has more for the Cardinals at 47. Stanek has appeared in 45. It's lefty against lefty. Brule facing Michael Conforto. Conforto, a base hit, run scored, and a fly out to the wall in right field that ended the 2nd inning. Here's a sweeper in for a strike to Conforto. A leadoff walk to Nico Horner. So Graceffo goes 2 1/3, 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, and Horner belongs to Graceffo. The infield and double play depth. The pitch, a swing and a miss. Another good sweeper by Brule. It's 0-2.
He's really made an adjustment. He's got his arm in slightly a different spot, a little higher, and I think it's got a better look with the breaking pitches that he throws. I think it's made them sharper. They're not as flat because of the arm angle, and honestly just been solid.
20 walks to 34 strikeouts, 49 hits given up in 49 1/3. The runner goes. The pitch is swung on and missed, and that is strike 3 on Conforto. I don't think Crooks could get a good grip on the ball to make a play on Horner, who steals his 15th base.
I think the jump was too good also. I felt like he maybe was just going to end up throwing it into center field. You can tour the historic Anheuser-Busch Brewery and see the Budweiser Clydesdales up close, John. You know that?
Yes.
Sample the world's best-selling beer. You know about that as well. Learn more about the brewery's rich heritage. Visit ExploreSt.Louis.com to learn more.
Here's a ball high and wide to Carson Kelly. A walk, a run scored for him tonight, and a fly out to right field. Kelly wearing uniform number 15 on the Cubs' road gray jerseys. The Cubs with the blue caps and helmets. The Cardinals in the home white uniforms, red caps and helmets. The pitch. Outside again, 2 balls, no strikes. A lead walk to Horner, then a steal on strike 3 to Michael Conforto. The Cardinals bunch up the outfields, giving up the lines. The outfielders with Nootbaar playing off the left field line, Walker off the right field line, and there's a smash foul down the left field line. 2-1 on Kelly. Brule goes to the rosin bag. Quite fidgety out there on the mound. Leans against the first base side of the rubber, listens in for the sign, holding the ball to his back, glove against his leg. Out of the stretch, the 2-1 pitch with a runner at second. That's hit in the air, left field. Play for Lars Nootbaar. He waits, makes the catch, back to second. Horner with 2 outs.
What I think I figured out with Brule is he gets fidgety when he's not pitching well. I don't think the fidgety causes him to pitch poorly. I think it's when he's not pitching well, he becomes fidgety, and that makes it worse instead of being able to kind of calm himself. I think that's almost like nerves at work with him, and whether it's the rosin bag or kind of pawing at the dirt in front of his landing spot, I think he just does that when he's having a bad day.
Now he's facing a switch batter, batting right-handed Pedro Ramirez, who looks at a ball outside. The fastball's around 89, 90 miles an hour for Brule. But he's been better with his sweeper as of late.
Yes.
1 for 2 for Ramirez out of the number 9 spot in the Cub lineup tonight. Horner's runner at second, 2 outs. The pitch way outside, and Jimmy Crooks has to go to the backstop to get that wild pitch. Took Crooks a moment before he broke for the backstop.
Because he thought he caught it. I think he thought it was in his glove. Because he reached for it and was going to throw it to second base and went, whoops, ball's back to the screen. And the runner knew that it was back to the screen because he could see it. I think Jimmy thought it was sticking at the kind of in the webbing of his catcher's glove.
It's 2-0 on Ramirez, runner at third. The Cardinals are down by 6, 7-1. The pitch to the right-handed batter, a strike call, 2-1. The runner at third belongs to Gordon Graceffo. A leadoff walk to Nico Horner. He is a steal and advanced on a wild pitch. Brule with the sign, out of the stretch. The left-hander's 2-1 pitch for Ramirez. Grounded foul on the third base side. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Crooks, Weatherholt, Walker. They're coming up for the Cardinals in the bottom of the 5th inning. Game 2 of a 4-game series between the Cardinals and Cubs. The Cubs broke out to a 7-0 lead and lead 7-1, batting in the 5th. The pitch. Inside, 3-2. 3-2 with Pete Crow Armstrong on deck. Doesn't take much to work up a sweat on a night like this.
Sure doesn't.
Brule to the rosin bag, back to the rubber. 4 on the pitch timer, 3. Now the pitch. That swung on and spoke foul down the left field line, way back in the seats. Foul ball on 3-2.
This guy Ramirez really has an idea at the plate. I liked him in Chicago. Had a couple of good at-bats. He's a switch hitter. Runs well. He's hitting over 300.
Just 22 years old. Another 3-2 pitch with a runner at third, 2 outs in the 5th. Ramirez swings and he chops that one toward third. A bare-hand play by Fermin, and he can't throw him out. It's an RBI infield hit. Horner scores. Ramirez is 2 out of 3, and that's his 14th run batted in.
That's going to be an earned run charge to Gordon Graceffa on another infield hit, a second one that Ramirez has had. He topped one to the first base side, was able to beat that out, beat Graceffa to the bag, and this one, really no chance to throw him out there.
So the wild pitch comes back to bite the Cardinals. And an earned run is pinned on Graceffa as Brule gives it up. The inherited runner scores, and he has been very good in that regard. Strike one on Pete Crow Armstrong.
That's been part of the Cardinals' bullpen woes lately, is definitely not kind of leaving guys out there.
The one-strike pitch to the left-handed batter. Tried to hold up and could not on the sweeper away, 0-2. And Pete Crow Armstrong is not at all happy about it. Shaking his head. 0-2 the count. A strikeout, sacrifice fly, and a fly out to left field. 0 for 2 for Crow Armstrong. 23 home runs. Out of the stretch, Brule checks on first base. Here's the pitch to Pete Crow Armstrong outside.
That was the 27th runner inherited for Justin Brule and the 13th that has scored, so almost half of them. And Graceffa's been pretty good at that. On the other side, the guy that got pinned on that one, he has had 30 runners that he has inherited, and only 7 have scored.
The runner goes. The pitch is way outside, and no chance for Jimmy Crooks to make a throw. Ramirez steals his 4th base without being caught. Both Horner and Ramirez had huge jumps on the lefty Brule. The 2-2 pitch for Pete Crow Armstrong, who has an RBI chance with a single. He takes strike 3 on the outside corner and challenges.
Prior pitch.
The Cardinals are still in the field. He's out. So the Cubs are out in the 5th inning, but they've added on and lead the Cardinals 8-1.
Feel the magic with the official St. Louis Cardinals credit card from Central Bank. From tickets to throwing out the first pitch, your St. Louis Cardinals credit card earns rewards for one-of-a-kind experiences. Your Cardinals credit card earns you double reward points at the stadium and at Cardinals.com. Central Bank, the hometown bank of the St. Louis Cardinals, are now offering the official St. Louis Cardinals credit card. Visit CardinalsCredit.com or any Central Bank location to sign up. Subject to credit approval, see bank for details.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. Cordell & Cordell is the largest family law firm in the country with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. That does give us certain advantages, for example, in experience and resources. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Cordell & Cordell, a partner you can count on.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements. 600 Kelwood, St. Louis. CordellCordell.com.
We are Cardinal Nation. We build you. At Cat, we put iron on the ground. Compact track loaders, excavators, dozers, and more. New, used, ready to work. Strong financing, connected technology, service that shows up when it matters. If you're growing, expanding, or updating, now's the time to make it happen with Cat. Don't sit in the stands. Step up to the plate. Visit VedaCat.com or stop by your local Cat today. Cat, built for the Midwest, built to work.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my home insurance. Really smart. Unfortunately, I didn't check to see which type of soap I put into the dishwasher. Not so good. Well, looks like the kids are enjoying their new indoor slip and slide.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Not available in every state. Potential savings vary. Terms apply. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
The Cardinals worked, and got a run, only to give it back with a walk, a stolen base, a wild pitch, and an infield hit. The Cubs have their 7-run lead again at 8-1 with the Cardinals batting in the bottom of the 5th inning. Colin Ray pitching to the 9th place hitter. That's Jimmy Crooks. Crooks has a fly ball to the wall in left center field for a long out, and he takes the ball upstairs from Colin Ray. But it seems to be that kind of night with the Cardinals getting a run and then right back. The Cubs take advantage of a walk and plate their 8th run. Ball, one strike on Jimmy Crooks. Crooks, Weatherholt, and Walker in the Cardinals' half of the 5th inning. 2 games to go on the homestand. Matthew Boyd, a lefty for the Cubs. Dustin May, a right-hander for the Cardinals tomorrow. Now the pitch. A swing and a fly ball. Medium right field. There's a play for Suzuki, who puts it away, 1 down. Let's pause for an ID here on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar.
For 24/7 baseball talk, interviews, and game analysis. After the game, check out MLB Network Radio, Sirius XM 89.
Emmett Kincannon is our booth assistant. Along with Ricky Horton, Mike Claiborne, our producer-engineer Jim Jackson, I'm John Rooney. And Daniel Hinckamp is in the St. Louis studio. Matt Pauley will be hosting the post-game show tonight. Ball wide to left-handed batting, J.J. Weatherholt. Weatherholt with 1 hit in the series. That was his 100th hit of the season. He takes a pitch for a strike, 1-1. J.J. was on with a walk in the 3rd, but the Cardinals couldn't push across a run until the 4th inning when Burleson walked. Singles by Nootbaar and Wynn set up Church for a sacrifice fly. Check swing, strike at the knees. Colin Ray gets ahead, 1-2. Jordan Walker is on deck. The pitch, Weatherholt takes down and in.
You know, I think about the times when a pitcher will say, you know, I'm not really thinking about the guy on the other team because my competition is really their other team's batters. Well, you know, if you believe that, which I do, then you'd say for the Cardinal hitters.
Here's a check swing and a ball low, no swing.
In this game, it shouldn't matter what was going on with the Cardinals pitcher. And I know the feel is not great in the Cardinals dugout probably right now, but you've got to think, look, we should be doing better offensively against Colin Ray today than we are.
Only 3 hits and 1 run so far. The 3-2. Weatherholt shoots it fair inside the third base bag. That goes down the left field line. Conforto gets to it quickly enough, and he's going to hold Weatherholt to a long single with 1 down. Hit number 101 for Weatherholt.
It's classic in baseball, John. You can only focus on what you do. People have said about baseball it's unusual among sports because it's kind of individuals doing individual things in a team concept. I mean, because your job is, if you're J.J. Weatherholt, is just get a hit off of Colin Ray, and his job is to get you out.
Here's Jordan Walker, a swing. He gets under this one, sends it high in the air, short right field. Suzuki is under it as well and makes the catch, and Walker's 0 for his last 12. 2 outs. Maryville University uses the latest technology from data analytics, AI, and cybersecurity, preparing students for careers of the future. Learn more at Maryville and at maryville.edu. Alec Burleson, 0 for 5 in the series, drew a leadoff walk and scored the Cardinal run in the 4th inning. Hit the ball to the warning track next to the wall in center field for a long out in the 1st inning. Gets under this one, sending it high in the air, deep left field, backing up in front of the track. Now 1 step on the track. Conforto has it. Burleson and the Cardinals are out, leaving Weatherholt on base. We go to the 6th. All Cubs tonight, 8-1.
This is former Cardinals shortstop and postseason MVP David Eckstein. Mike McMullen with Country Financial in Lake St. Louis is proud to support the St. Louis Cardinals and the local community. Whether you're shopping for home, car, or more, Country takes the time to understand your specific insurance needs. They explain what options work best for you, making insurance easy. Search Mike McMullen, Country Financial, to get a quote or book an appointment today.
Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
If the world were like a Sleep Number mattress, everything would adapt for your comfort. Your coffee would never get cold. Your flight would always be on time. And your mattress would always respond to you and your unique sleep needs. Sleep Number mattresses are designed to respond to your body and shift with your changing life, helping you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. To experience a whole new world of comfort, visit a Sleep Number store or go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number, to a good night's sleep.
Hi, how can I help?
Well, my husband and I feel like we've outgrown our current money manager.
I see.
Our lives have changed, and we need something more than just mutual funds to help us in retirement.
She's right.
I hear that often. At Fisher Investments, we'd start by getting to know you, your finances, family, health, lifestyle. We tailor a portfolio around your goals and needs.
Sounds good.
Can you help with estate planning?
Yes. We have a team of specialists who can help you with estate planning, Social Security, investment income, and more. We'll get to know your whole financial picture and help keep you on the path to a comfortable retirement.
And your fees?
We have a simple, transparent fee that's a percentage of the value of your portfolio. So we do better when you do better.
I feel better already.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com/different. Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Well, the Cubs put together 5 consecutive base runners, in batting around +1, scoring 5 times in the second inning. The Cardinals have had 2 runners on in the third, 3 runners on with a run scored in the fourth, and that has been it as far as multiple base runners in an inning. So the Cubs lead 8-1, batting in the sixth. Suzuki takes a pitch a little bit low. The Cardinals have had several drives to the warning track, Ricky, but a few singles would be nice to mix in.
Yeah, no, they've obviously this is a tough ballpark to hit home runs in, and Cardinals just not getting rewarded for that good contact.
Here's a pitch that's taken up and away. 2 balls, no strikes. Suzuki single, double, RBI, 2 runs scored, and a strikeout.
But your point's still right. I mean, the Cubs playing in the same ballpark. They're finding holes. They're hitting the ball in gaps. They're hitting the ball down the line.
Here's a pitch in for a strike. The Cubs do not have a home run tonight.
Right. But they got a lot of runs.
And a lot of hits. An 8-1 lead. On 2-1. The pitch outside. And I understand the way it's going, it's frustrating.
Yeah.
It's frustrating to hit the ball that well, have it carry that far, and not be far enough. The 3-1 pitch coming up for Seiya Suzuki from Justin Brule. Fouled that off his left leg. On the Cardinals jersey and across the nation, Stifel is a leader in wealth management and investment banking, helping individuals and businesses build for the future. Stifel, where success meets success. I think I hear an attendance guest coming from Ricky.
Yeah, you know, the voice in my head starting to sound more and more like Brian Bartow.
It does more and more every day.
29,097 is my attendance guess. Not quite 30,000 today.
Brule tying the laces of his left shoe. Now he's ready and advancing to the batter's box. Seiya Suzuki awaiting another 3-2 pitch. Suzuki, Michael Busch, and Alex Bregman batting for the Cubs in the 6th inning. Balanced infield behind Brule. The 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Suzuki does not challenge. He thought the pitch was down and in. Brule has struck out 3 now. Then he'll face Michael Busch. In the other baseball, bottom of the 9th inning, the Pirates are batting. The Diamondbacks have a 6-3 lead at Pittsburgh. The Royals a 2-1 lead at the Twins after 7 innings. The Nationals lead the Blue Jays 7-3 in Washington, D.C. That's in the bottom of the 5th. Here's a ball that's chopped over the mound, up the middle. Mason Wynn gets to it. Quick release, and Bush is out at first, 6-3. That was Wynn being patient, having great form, legs under him, good footwork, and he throws out Bush for the second out. The Astros at the Angels, they're just getting started, top of the first. Leadoff man in the game, the Yankees. A 3-0 lead at the White Sox in the bottom of the fifth inning. The Rockies and Padres will be getting underway shortly. So will the Red Sox and the Athletics in Sacramento. The pitch down and in for a ball. The Mariners play at the Dodgers at 9:10 Central Time. The Tigers walloped the Orioles today, 14-0 in Detroit. Brewers and Giants are about ready to get started. That's in San Francisco by the Bay. The 1-0 pitch. Sweeper, strike call. 1-1 on Alex Bregman.
If a game turns into a bullpen game, you're okay with it if you're winning 8-1. But if it turns into a bullpen game and you're trailing, the unfortunate thing here is the Cardinals have got another reliever up now, is Strzelecki.
There's a line drive base hit to left field. Bregman is 3 for 4.
So we'll see a Cardinal debut here at some point with the newly signed Peter Strzelecki, who we saw a couple of different times with Milwaukee. He's also pitched with Arizona, Cleveland at the big league level.
A third hit tonight for Bregman. He has 7 hits in 9 at-bats. 7 for 9 in the series. Here's Ian Happ. And Happ takes a look at ball 1. He's batting right-handed. Happ doubled against Michael McGreevy, making it 2-0 in the first inning. That was a 2-out double, scoring Suzuki and Bregman. Then walked in the second. He grounded out, facing Graceffo the next time up. The pitch. That's a strike call. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Guardians defeated the Reds in Cincinnati 6-5. The Rangers over the Rays 4-1. The Marlins got by the Phillies 1-0 in South Florida. The Marlins are 54-54. Pitch way outside for a ball. Two balls and a strike on Ian Happ. A 2-out base hit for Bregman in the 6th inning, with the Cubs leading 8-1 tonight. The next pitch by Brule. A strike call on the outside corner. So Miami has won its last 2 games. After going 1-9 the last 10. Here's a swing and a foul. So 2 wins in 11 games for Miami. The Cardinals in danger of dropping under 500.
And I'm just looking to verify that for the first time in 2026.
That's right.
They started out well against Tampa Bay. They built a nice cushion, got up to +9 a couple of different times.
But they have dropped to 53-53 leading into the game tonight, and trail in this one by a score of 8-1. The pitch on the way from Brule, and he jammed him. A foul ball goes back off the bat of Ian Happ.
It's actually +8 has been the high water mark, but they got there several times and were kind of knocking at the door, playing well. They've done that several times, but now they're going to have to earn that back, and they're going to give one back here to even par if they don't come back in this one.
Ian Happ, 1 for 2, double, 2 RBIs and a walk. The 2-2 pitch to the Cub DH tonight. Strike 3 call. The 4th strikeout for Justin Brule. We go to the bottom of the 6th with the Cubs on top of this one, 8-1.
Hi, I'm Michaela, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. You found your dream engagement ring. As a jewelry consultant, I recommend to start shopping for your wedding band 6 months before your big day. Don't worry. At Shane Company, we're here to help you find the perfect bands. Our men's and women's bands are crafted to high-quality standards, and it shows in every detail, with a stylish design and comfortable fit. At Shane Company, we'll take care of your engagement ring and wedding bands for life, because a friend wants you to say, I do, to your rings again and again. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
In the Palm Beaches, we are truly in a league of our own, with an unbeatable collection of year-round sports on display. Take a swing at tennis or pickleball, or get a front row seat to polo, baseball, and everything in between. Then, find out why we're called Florida's golf capital, with more than 145 beautifully manicured sun-soaked courses, perfect for pros and beginners. When it comes to sports destinations, there's no competition. Curate your vacation at thepalmbeaches.com.
Across Missouri, cattle are doing something pretty remarkable. They graze on open pastures and turn grass, land not suited for crops, into wholesome, nutrient-dense beef for your table. Caring for our cattle means caring for the land, too. We work every day to protect our soil, support wildlife, and keep our pastures healthy for generations to come. I'm Andy Wilson, a Missouri beef producer, proud to raise beef responsibly for your family and my own.
Brought to you by Missouri Farmers Care and Missouri Beef Farmers. Proud to feed and fuel America's pastime. Learn more at mofarmerscare.com.
Hey Cardinals fans, Victor Scott II here. I've teamed up with Ameren to share some key electrical safety tips to protect your home team. Start by installing GFCI outlets in kitchens and bathrooms. They're like your home's gold glove defenders, stopping electrical hazards before they happen. Next, make sure your plugs fit snugly in their outlets, and don't forget to child-proof your outlets to keep your youngest players out of harm's way. For more ways to stay safe at home, visit ameren.com/safety.
Along with Mike Claiborne, Ricky Orton, our producer-engineer Jim Jackson, I'm John Rooney at Busch Stadium, where the Cardinals are trailing the Cubs 8-1 in the second game of a 4-game series. Ivan Herrera is the Cardinal DH tonight, a line out to center, and a called third strike. Colin Ray's first pitch, outside a ball. And Ray has had plenty of support from 2 runs in the first, 5 in the second inning. Working now in the bottom of the 6th.
He's not really dominating this game. He's getting outs.
Here's a pitch in for a strike. 1-1 on Herrera.
Of course, that's the job, but he's only struck out 1 batter. He's walked 2. He's given up 4 hits in 5 innings and just the 1 run.
The 1-1 pitch. That is chopped to the first baseman. Busch takes it to the bag. 3 unassisted. We have 1 out. You have news, Ricky?
I do. Cardinals Caring for Kids campaign. That's the Cardinals Caring for Kids campaign. That's a lot of alliteration there. It's underway, by the way, giving fans a chance to support local kids by bidding on unforgettable Cardinals experiences like Broadcaster for a Day. I saw your photo up on the board, and that is going for a nice price. So go ahead and kick that up, somebody, and be a broadcaster for the day. Learn more at cardinals.com/caring for kids.
Chances to get together with Heim Bloom and Oliver Marmol, and several memorabilia pieces up for auction, and a chance to help kids in our community. A strike call to Lars Nootbaar. 1 ball, 1 strike on the Cardinal left fielder. It's 1 for 2 tonight.
Cardinals Care has been around a long time, and there's so many organizations that have benefited from the funds that they raise and the support that they get from, whether it's the winter warm-up, the golf tournament, and a lot of people just put it on their list of things to donate to. And I know players have been a part of that over the years.
They have been.
Substantially a part of that, and just really very important work.
The 1-2 pitch. Nootbaar sends one foul.
I know players have been a part of that over the years.
They have been.
Substantially a part of that, and just really very important work.
The 1-2 pitch. Nootbaar sends one foul. Out of play off to the left. 1-2. 1 out in the Cardinals' 6th inning with the Cubs up by 7.
Support for the Redbirds rookie program, which is so important about the RBI group, the reviving baseball.
There's a ball outside. 2-2 on Nootbaar. .32 2/3 innings, 5 runs allowed. The 2-2 pitch. Nootbaar takes wide. 3-2. The next one will be pitch number 90 for Colin Ray. Nothing doing right now in the Cub bullpen with a 7-run lead. The pitch. Foul ball, out of play down the left field line.
Speaking of par, the Cardinals have not been up to par offensively lately, and it's time to get some birdies. Or cut at us if you prefer.
The 3-2 pitch with 1 out. Newbar rakes that one to Bush, and he flips to the pitcher covering. Ray got over there, 3-1 on the out. 2 very weak ground balls to the right side of the infield against Ray here in the 6th inning. And Mason Wynn is up. Wynn hit the ball for a long out to the warning track in right field in the 2nd, then singled, helping set up the Cardinal run in the 4th. But the runs have been hard to come by since taking a 7-0 lead, the final game of a 3-game series after the All-Star break at Arizona. Arizona came back to win that one in extra innings. Mason Wynn, a big swing and a foul ball back to the screen.
It has been a bit of a mystery, too, that the Cardinals are playing better on the road than they are at home, record-wise. And you pointed to maybe the ballpark size here could be affecting the way Cardinals are scoring runs here, but do you think that would help the pitching?
Pitch in for a strike. 0-2. The opponents certainly have found openings.
They have. Exactly right.
They haven't been piling up runs on homers either. 0-2 on Mason Wynn with Nathan Church on deck. 4 hits for the Cardinals tonight. A swing and a miss. A sweeper strikes out Wynn, and Ricky has the 7th with the Cubs leading 8-1.
The best from MLS take on the top talent from Mexico's Liga MX in the MLS All-Star Game on Sirius XM.
What's a goal? Hung Ben Son.
Coverage begins tomorrow, 5 Eastern, as we take you on the pitch with the league's best.
Tony Mukhtar of Nashville gives you a new energy for the rest of the season.
Then at 8, it's the MLS All-Star Game, live from Charlotte on your home for 24/7 soccer. Sirius XM FC 157 and the Sirius XM app.
The rumors are heating up, the phones are ringing, and the trade deadline season is here.
I don't like the feeling in November after I get eliminated in the playoffs if I make it. I hate that I now have to look and go, okay, now I've lost Scooble for a draft pick. They can come out of this and look right. Keep them, and you run the table in October.
The Front Office with Jim Duquette and Jim Bowden. Sundays at 10 a.m. Eastern on MLB Network Radio, Channel 89, and on the Sirius XM app.
Mike Farron and Jim Duquette from Power Alley. Duke, what's the best trade you ever made?
1974, Mike Elementary School playground. I got Jimmy O'Malley to give up his 2 Orioles for my Granny Smith apple. That was the steal of the century.
I thought for sure you were going to say Victor Zambrano.
Shut your mouth.
The countdown to the trade deadline is on. Who's buying? Who's selling?
Who will best position themselves in the race to the postseason?
We'll break down all the moves on Power Alley. Weekdays, 10 a.m. Eastern, MLB Network Radio, Sirius XM 89, and on the Sirius XM app. Hey, remember that one time you traded Jose Bautista?
Shut it.
Sunday Sliders with Danny Wexelman and Cole Tucker.
I'm Danny Wexelman.
And I'm Cole Tucker.
And we're your hosts of Sunday Sliders.
Tune in every week to hear us talk about the latest news around the league, take your calls, and you never know which one of my friends from across the baseball world might join us.
Sunday Sliders with Danny Wexelman and Cole Tucker. Sundays at 1 p.m. Eastern on MLB Network Radio, Sirius XM 89, and the Sirius XM app.
Get the most baseball talk every day on MLB Network Radio. Expert hosts, insider interviews, and analysis from around the league. Sirius XM Channel 89 and the Sirius XM app.
Big League's 31-year-old right-hander, recently signed by the Cardinals, was brought up for the game today. Hunter Dobbins was optioned back to AAA. And Strzelecki, originally signed by the Milwaukee Brewers, has made 23 appearances this year in AAA. His first pitch as a Cardinal is hit into right field, and moving in is Jordan Walker to make the play. He's able to retire Nico Horner, which hasn't been that easy to do. So good start for Peter Strzelecki as a Cardinal. Strzelecki. Strzelecki from the state of New York. I believe that's New York City. He's actually from Queens, and has appeared 3 different seasons with the Brewers, the Diamondbacks, the Guardians. 5-6 with a 3.44 ERA. That's pretty good. There's strike 1, delivered at 92 on the inside corner to Michael Conforto.
Played his college baseball at the University of South Florida.
Next delivery from him is a little bit low. He has a low 3/4 delivery, and I remember him being a little sneaky because of that when he was with the Brewers. And he just kind of whips it. So we'll see what happens with him as a Cardinal. The 1-1 pitch is outside for a ball. That was a curveball. He's wearing number 58. And making his Cardinal debut here in the top of the 7th inning. Cardinals trailing 8-1 in this game. It has been all Chicago Cubs. Next pitch grounded to the right side, and that's past the diving Weatherholt in the right field for a base hit. Conforto gets his second hit of the game, and he's aboard with 1 out. This copyrighted broadcast is provided, or presented, I should say, by authority of the St. Louis Cardinals, LLC, and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be
disseminated without the express written
consent of the St. Louis
Cardinals. Brought to you by Brown
and Crouppen,
a great
law
firm.
Now you know. Strzelecki hoping for a double play here. Last time in the big leagues was August of 2024. Delivers a strike. He was pitching against the Cubs then. Pitching for the Cleveland Guardians at the time. Appeared in 10 games for the Guardians, had a 2.31 ERA. What's wrong with that? Say that's pretty good. Peter Strzelecki. The pitch, called strike. Looking at his totals over his years, about a strikeout an inning guy. That's good. Walk rate a little high, but not bad. And he's one of those guys that's actually pitched better in the big leagues than he has in the minor leagues. That'll happen to some guys. Bright lights, the extra deck, the better defense maybe. There's a slider low. Not sure what the whole reason for that would be, but as a minor league pitcher, he has a 4.66 ERA. And as a big leaguer, he has a 3.44 ERA. Maybe he's in the right league. 1-2 the count on Carson Kelly, former Cardinal. He grounds that to the left side. Fermin to second for 1, and on to first, and it's a double play. Peter Strzelecki puts up a 0 on the board, although the Cubs are saying, hold on a moment. We may want to look at that. Weatherholt in the middle of that double play. Craig Counsell asking for some time and says play on. So we are going to head to the 7th inning stretch presented by Spectrum, built for big moments here for St. Louis. Congratulations to Peter Strzelecki on his first inning as a Cardinal. We do go to the bottom of the 7th, however, and it's 8-1 Chicago.
On the basketball court, the soccer pitch, or even the golf course, your crew brings their best not just for the win, but for that post-game celebration. When victory tastes like Michelob Ultra, it's worth every drop of sweat. And if you don't win, you'll still get the beer. It's just on you. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. Superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey, JJ Weatherholt here. From the stands, people see the highlights. Home runs, stolen bases, diving catches. What they don't see is the preparation to be ready for the unexpected. That's how I look at my car, too. Repairs can hit out of nowhere, and they're not cheap. With CarShield, you get the best defense against costly repairs. When something goes wrong, you're not scrambling. You've got a plan. A CarShield plan.
Don't get caught looking. Get a free quote today at carshield.com. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
And the winning team takes the field. Led by Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 49 years straight. Here comes Bronco and Bronco Sport with GOAT modes. They're headed just a bit outside. There's Explorer with seating for up to 7 of your All-Stars. What a lineup. Ford is the official car, truck, and SUV of the St. Louis Cardinals. Your quality Ford dealers, proud sponsor of the St. Louis Cardinals. Based on 1977 to 2025 CY total sales.
From the first pitch to the final out, Spectrum fiber-powered internet keeps you in the game. Stream every inning, check the stats in real time, and stay locked into the group chat as the game unfolds. All on a connection that won't miss a beat. Fast, reliable internet from Spectrum, so you're always part of the action. And now, Spectrum is giving you the chance to step onto the field and throw out the ceremonial first pitch at an upcoming game. Visit cardinals.com/spectrum to learn more. Spectrum Internet is powered by fiber and connected to the premises by coaxial lines. No purchase necessary. Open to all legal U.S. residents age 18 and older.
We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Cardinals need a big tally of runs here as they trail 8-1. 7th inning stretch presented by Spectrum. It's internet, mobile, and streaming TV all from one place. A couple of changes for the Cubs. Their new pitcher is Tyler Ferguson. He's a right-hander. And they have a new left fielder, too. That's Justin Dean. He wears number 1. He takes over for Conforto at left. And a swing and a foul back by Nathan Church. And we're underway here in the 7th inning. So Tyler Ferguson, the new pitcher, has an ERA over 7 for the Cubs. Well, let's see if we can get 7 runs off of him now. Isn't that how that works? Next pitch is swung on and missed by Church. And he is quickly 0-2.
I'll go with that.
Yeah. Now let's see how Ferguson's done that. 13 games, 12 innings. So he's got to pitch 12 innings, I guess, to give up all those runs. But let's see. Does have 16 punch-outs, so he's doing something right. He's got an 0-2 count on Church. And that pitch is high. He had a grunt with that one, too. I always thought when a pitcher grunted, he means business, John. Nolan Ryan used to grunt. Nobody knows that.
Business.
Oh, my goodness. Did he ever? The 1-2 pitch is fouled back. And what Nolan Ryan also learned to do was grunt on his changeup. Just to keep you guessing. Jim says that's not fair. He's right.
How fast was the changeup?
Probably 90. Next delivery is fouled back. Well, he was clocked around that time. Most of the time they clocked him at, 98?
Yeah, 97.
But that's the other gun. And so people would say
probably
that's
about 101.
101, 102 probably, yeah. And what was devastating about him, and so many guys that had great fastballs, is their curveball was really unhittable. Oh, my goodness.
Right at the emblem on the cap to a right-handed batter to the outside corner.
There's a fly ball to right field that's going to back up Suzuki, and he makes the catch backpedaling. He actually went to the track for out number 1. Let's pause right here for station ID. You and your friends are listening to the St. Louis Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar.
For 24/7 baseball talk, interviews, and game analysis. After the game, check out MLB Network Radio, Sirius XM 89.
One out for the Cardinals here in the 7th inning, and it's Fermin who swings through a pitch. May have tipped that one, but it's a strike regardless. In a game brought to you by Budweiser, official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. Crack open the game with Budweiser and enjoy unrivaled flavor and refreshment. Not too much to cheer for in this game yet, but there's still a little hope. And I know hope is not a strategy. So I'm saying we got a chance. Trailing 8-1. Being out hit 12-2. Next pitch to Fermin is outside.
Hope was good when it came to Bob.
That's right.
One time Bob Hope was interviewed on a small station, and the interviewer said, well, you've been at the right place at the right time. He said, yeah, but I showed up.
Exactly. There's a little looper towards second, and it's caught on the fly by Ramirez. That's sometimes what you got to do, show up. That's half the battle, isn't it? Showing up. So 2 outs, nobody on, and Jimmy Crooks to bat against Tyler Ferguson. Colin Ray went 6 innings, gave up just 4 hits, 1 run, walked 2, struck out 2. He's in line for the victory here if the Cubs bullpen can help him out a little bit. 94 pitches for Ray. The Cardinals had 130 pitches from McGreevy, Graceffo, and Brule in the same amount of time. What does that tell you? More action for the Cubs. Swing and a miss at a changeup. And Crooks is in the hole 0-2. Cardinals and Cubs go at it again tomorrow. Game 3 out of 4. Remember, a 4-game series. Matthew Boyd and Dustin May tomorrow. But more action here tonight. The 0-2 pitch to Crooks is outside for a ball. Not a good day for Michael McGreevy. That happens. There's a ground ball right side that could be handled by the second baseman. He's got it and throws to the pitcher covering. as the first baseman Bush went over to try to field it. So he's out 4-1, a 1-2-3 inning for the Cardinals in the bottom of the 7th. We go to 8. John will have the play-by-play. Mike Claiborne's going to join us. It's 8-1 Chicago Cubs.
SiriusXM NFL Radio is heading to training camp to get you ready for the season. We'll visit with every team and interview the head coaches and star players from around the National Football League.
This is Lamar Jackson.
This is Matthew Stafford. This is Trevor Lawrence. Hear expert analysis of your favorite team on SiriusXM NFL Radio, Channel 88.
You can't overstate the value of a team that understands the expectations. I think this team is just prime position to continue that run.
Search for your team to listen anytime on the SiriusXM app.
Hey, this is Jeff Foxworthy. This is Larry the Cable Guy. And we're excited to tell you about our exclusive SiriusXM channel. Jeff and Larry's Comedy Roundup. Every hour of every day, we're going to bring you the best comedy from some of the best and our favorite comedians. Like Nick Borgazzi, Dusty Slay, and Leanne Morgan, just to name a few. By the way, she is very nice. And we each host our own shows every week. Jeff and Larry's Comedy Roundup. SiriusXM 97. Your home for great American comedy.
The World Cup may be over, but soccer's most exciting league is coming back to Sirius XM-FC.
Only the Premier League can make you feel like this.
Iconic clubs.
Manchester United have won it. Liverpool score. A double from Chelsea.
And global superstars.
Haaland scores. The striking Viking has done it.
Battling it out for the crown.
Arsenal win the title.
The English Premier League returns August 21st on Sirius XM-FC 157 and the Sirius XM app.
You can't win your fantasy football league in the summer, but you sure can lose it. On Sirius XM Fantasy Sports Radio, we're creating a winning fantasy football lineup to help build a championship team.
Hey guys, need your help.
Get the edge you need from Jeff Manns, John Hansen, Jeff Radcliffe, Matthew Berry's Fantasy Life, and the Fantasy Footballers.
Fantasy football is fun. Winning is even more fun, and our listeners do both.
Listen live on Channel 87 or prep your draft anytime by searching Draft Season on the Sirius XM app.
The starting lineup with Frank Isola and Brian Scalabrine. Weekday mornings at 7 Eastern. Only on NBA Radio, Channel 86 and the Sirius XM app.
And Pedro Ramirez leads off. Strzelecki deals ball one low. A strike at the lower part of the zone. Called strike by Adam Hammery. The pitch on the way. And that is ripped down the right field line. It's going to hit down and will go to the wall. It's going to take a high hop. In fact, it went over the wall and back to the playing surface for a ground rule double played by Nelson Velasquez, who takes over for Walker in right field.
Well, John,
Armstrong is up.
This one got out of hand early, and the Cardinals were never able to recover to this point. And the Cubs, Cardinal pitching isn't missing many bats right now.
Strzelecki is the third reliever following Michael McGreevy, who lasted only an inning and 2/3 tonight. 7 runs, 8 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts for McGreevy. Here's Pete Crow Armstrong taking outside for a ball. Blaze Jordan is playing first base. Burleson is finished for the night, so is J.J. Weatherholt, with Brian Torres playing second.
And Nelson Velasquez is in right field now.
The pitch fouled off over to the Cardinal dugout. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pete Crow Armstrong 0 for 3, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, a caught stealing last night. 0 for 3 tonight with 2 strikeouts. He has a sacrifice fly for his 61st RBI. Strzelecki will look to second base and the pitch. And that's chopped foul again to the Cardinal dugout. Head to Busch Stadium for halfway to Mardi Gras on Friday, August 7th. Fans with a theme ticket will take home an exclusive Cardinals Mardi Gras sweatshirt. Get your tickets now at cardinals.com/theme. The lead at second base for Pedro Ramirez, who has 3 of the Cubs' 13 hits tonight. There's a foul ball off to the right.
Was that the 4th one he's hit there?
Into the Cardinal dugout this time. Yadier Molina over there.
Good to see him back.
It is. We're going to have a big day when the Cardinals induct Yadier Molina and Albert Pujols as part of the Cardinals Hall of Fame inductions. That will take place inside the stadium.
Get the feeling we'll have a little bit bigger crowd than what we've been accustomed to from at Ballpark Village.
The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Pete Crow Armstrong is out on strikes for the 3rd time tonight.
You know, John, when you look at this Cub team and the runs that they've scored and the hits they've been able to acquire in the last couple of games, and Pete Crow Armstrong has not been a big part of that. That just tells you something right there.
Well, he'd been 7 for 14 in the 3-game series against the Pirates for the Cubs, won 2 out of 3.
Yeah, he was hot.
Here is Seiya Suzuki. They take strike 1 from Strzelecki. Suzuki single, double, RBI, 2 runs scored. He has struck out the next 2 times after getting hits in the 1st and 2nd. 8-1 Cubs. The pitch. Check swing, a strike. Curveball from Strzelecki. Strzelecki gave up a hit to Michael Conforto, but then got a double play ball from Carson Kelly. He is allowed a lead double this inning, and with 1 out, the pitch. Fouled off to the right. You know, we've talked about the Cardinals hitting some long drives to the warning track near the wall tonight, hitting the ball hard, but only 4 hits to show in 1 run. The Cardinals were able to get things together in a 6-run 6th inning on Saturday night, beating the Cincinnati Reds, a 7-0 game. There's a ball grounded up the middle into center field, a base hit. Suzuki drives in his 2nd run tonight, scoring Ramirez, and the Cubs have a 9-1 lead. But this is what I'm talking about, all those long drives and long outs. The Cubs have been able to mix it up with singles, doubles. They don't have a home run in this game. And they have 14 hits now and 9 runs.
Yeah, they've done it the hard way where, as you mentioned, this hasn't been a slug night with regard to home runs, but they have found gaps. They've made solid contact, and very few balls have hit the dirt.
Here's Michael Busch. Busch has an RBI single and 4 at-bats, and he takes a strike. 9 runs on 14 hits. The Cubs bat with a runner at first and 1 out.
And, you know, it doesn't make a difference who's pitching. I mean, they're hitting everyone the Cardinals put out there.
The 1-strike pitch. Check swing, a ball high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Michael Busch out of University of North Carolina. He used to be with the Dodgers. 28 years old. Strzelecki is ready. A look to first and the pitch. Down and in. That's backhanded by Jimmy Crooks. 2 balls, 1 strike. Gordon Graceffo walked the last batter he faced, Nico Horner, who stole second, went to third on a wild pitch by Brule, and Brule gave up an infield hit for a run batted in. That run was charged to Graceffo. There's a swing and a high fly hit well to center field. That sends Church back. He's in front of the track to make the catch. Suzuki goes back to first as Busch is out number 2 in the 8th.
Another solid contact from Chicago. I don't think I've seen the Cubs swing the bat this well in St. Louis in some time.
I was looking over how the season series started with the Cardinals taking 4 of the first 5 games. But now the Redbirds are in danger of dropping 3 in a row to even up the season series at 4 apiece. Here's a pitch just outside to Alex Bregman. Bregman 4 for 5 last night, 3 for 4 tonight. A couple of singles and a double, 3 doubles in the series, and a home run. He scored 5 runs in the series. He takes a strike from Strzelecki.
Cardinals have Mac Swanson warming in the bullpen. You probably want to try and save him. Dustin May's going tomorrow.
The pitch, outside a ball.
Ollie stayed away from Soriano this evening. Gastelum has not pitched at all, and neither is Ryan Stanek or Riley O'Brien.
The Cubs, they scored early and they scored often. A 7-0 lead after 2. There's a foul out of play off to the right, 2-2 on Bregman. The Cardinals managed to get their run in the bottom of the 4th inning, with Burleson taking a leadoff walk. 1 out later, Newbar a base hit, Wynn a base hit to load the bases, and Church hit a sacrifice fly. 2-2 on Alex Bregman. A step off by Strzelecki. Bregman a long time with the Houston Astros. The 2-2 pitch. And that's just off the outside corner.
Well,
Bregman played with Boston last year.
You think about those years in Houston, and he had some good times in Boston. And I know they look back now and wish they maybe should have held on to him, but he decided to go to Chicago.
Here's a swing and a ground ball that goes to the shortstop, and Wynn throws out Bregman. Suzuki was running on the pitch, didn't matter. Bregman is out, and so are the Cubs in the 8th, but they've added on. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 9-1 Chicago.
And the rags to riches story for Indiana football comes to conclusion.
We're counting down the days to college football season on Sirius XM. All week long, hear previews of the Big Ten. We'll take you to media days and sit down with the star players and head coaches.
Dan Lanning is our guest.
Ryan Day, the head coach of The Ohio State University.
Hear comprehensive coverage on Big Ten Radio, Channel 372. And for expert analysis, check out College Sports Radio, Sirius XM Channel 84 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
Straight Shooter with Stephen A.
This is Stephen A. Smith, and I've got something to say.
We're talking politics, power,
and the real issues that shape our lives.
I want to make sure I position myself to be one of those voices that America wants to hear on these matters. I'll be open to being educated, corrected when I'm wrong, but I anticipate those moments to be few and far between. Straight Shooter with Stephen A. Wednesday, 6 p.m. East on POTUS Channel 124 and on the Sirius XM app.
So, what do you guys want to talk about?
Pro wrestling and Sirius XM collide on WWE Radio, Channel 156.
Welcome to a new era.
Featuring all your favorite shows.
Busted Open.
Not Sam Wrestling Live.
It's Off the Ropes.
Sheep Heat Live. Busted Open After Dark.
Plus WWE branded podcasts and exclusive live event play-by-play.
Yeah.
This is WWE Radio on Sirius XM Channel 156.
When you think NASCAR,
Starts right here.
think Sirius XM NASCAR Radio.
That's all we got.
The races.
This could be the race for the championship right now.
The shows.
Hashtag TMD NASCAR.
It's Larry and I giving our hot takes. We'd love for you guys to participate as well.
Sirius XM Speedway here on your home for NASCAR. The industry's best podcasts.
Dale Jr. back again for another episode of the Dale Jr. Download.
Sirius XM NASCAR Radio Channel 90. Also streaming on the Sirius XM app.
Oh yeah, baby. Awesome.
24/7, 365 coverage of all things NASCAR. All things NASCAR happens exclusively on Sirius XM NASCAR Radio, Channel 90.
It's pitching in the bottom of the 8th inning with the Cardinals down 9-1 tonight. The Cubs won 7-3 yesterday. Brian Torres is going to lead off. He took over for Weatherholt. Torres holds the bat right down on the knob. He swings and gets a hit into center field. He takes the turn at first base. Pete Crow Armstrong's throw comes into the middle infield. The Cardinals have the leadoff man on base for the 3rd time out of 8 innings tonight.
Nice easy swing by Torres. He was looking early. Guys like Wentz, this is only his second appearance. Wentz's second appearance this season for the Cubs, so he's thinking trying to get me over with a first pitch fastball, and Torres was sitting on it.
Here's Blaze Jordan, and he hits a ground ball to third. The throw to second out, on to first, a double play, so it didn't take long to erase the leadoff single.
And when it rains, it pours.
That it does. Here is Nelson Velasquez hitting in the number 3 spot. Facing a right-hander, Andrew Wentz, and Wentz deals ball 1. Velasquez swings and he gets a hit down the left field line. Moving over to play it is Justin Dean. 2 hits in the inning, but a double play in between. Now Ivan Herrera. Herrera's hitless in 3 at-bats.
talking to him a little bit today about just the approach and just making sure that he's seeing the ball better. He's made a couple of adjustments in his stance.
There's a swing, and the ball goes foul out of play off to the right. Herrera line out, called third strike, and a ground out as the Cardinals have been out hit tonight 14-6 with 2 of the hits here in the 8th inning. Andrew Wentz from the stretch, the pitch. That's in there, a strike called. It's 0-2. Step in to legendary living at One Cardinal Way, luxury apartments overlooking Busch Stadium. Your 2026 game day experience starts at home. Begin your legacy at onecardinalway.com. A foul ball back to the screen. We're going to have a lot of activity coming up in the next week, Claves, with the trade deadline. So Cardinals play 2 more against the Cubs and then go to Toronto for the weekend and Yankee Stadium for 3 beginning Monday night.
The trade deadline ends while the Cardinals are on the road.
There's a drive into left field, and it is caught on a slide by Justin Dean. Herrera lines out. The Cardinals leave a runner on. We go to the 9th with the Cubs leading 9-1. If you're craving baseball conversations about your favorite players, alumni, and franchise memories, you'll love that Cardinals Magazine is dedicated to the stories that matter most to you. From Gold Gloves to championship rings, from the Wizard and Willie to Albert, Yachty, Uncle Charlie, and well beyond. Their careers define our pages. Treat yourself or a friend to a subscription today at cardinals.com/magazine. Cardinals Magazine, past, present, and future, it's all here.
It's a beautiful day here at Busch Stadium, wouldn't you say, Carl?
Perfect for baseball, Bob.
We're looking at blue skies, an outfield as fresh as a QT toppings bar, and an all-around energy as exciting as getting a cherry slugger featuring frozen Fanta Wild Cherry Free-Zoni at Quick Trip.
Stopped at Quick Trip today, Bob?
I sure did, Carl. Got a Free-Zoni and a hot dog. Tastes just like a home run, Carl.
Sounds like a home run, Bob.
Leave the metaphors to me, Carl.
Will do, Bob. For the Cardinals starting lineup, we've got...
Baseball is back. Get your favorite snacks all season long at Quick Trip, proud partner of the Cardinals.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Hey, it's Black and Abdallah.
Speeding while driving gives you less time to react.
Another car could turn out in front of you.
A pedestrian could be walking their dog.
Follow the speed limit to keep them safe.
Speed catches up with you.
Paid for by NHTSA.
Don't forget your favorite Lays, the perfect sidekick to your game day. No matter if you're cheering for our St. Louis Cardinals from the stands or hosting the ultimate game day throwdown with your crew, there's a Lays flavor to go with it. Lays, proud partner of your St. Louis Cardinals.
It's Matt Swanson coming on to pitch for the Cardinals. McGreevy started, going an inning and 2/3, then 2 1/3 for Gordon Graceffo, 2 innings for Justin Brule, 1 inning for Peter Strzelecki in his Cardinal debut, and now it's Matt Swanson. The DH is Ian Happ. He has a 2 RBI double. That happened in the first inning, and Claves, that's really all the Cubs have needed so far tonight.
No, you're right. They got off early and never looked back.
Swanson's pitch is swung on and missed.
And we were, the way Ian Happ has hit the Cardinals during his time in Chicago, you figured after last night, what you saw with Horner and certainly Bregman, that he was going to eventually get involved in this.
And Happ takes a look at a ball low, but it was his at bat, 11, 12 pitches?
Yes, he kept fouling them off.
He got his double, driving in 2. To me, that's the game.
I agree.
The very next inning against McGreevy, the Cubs batted around and put up 5 more runs. There's a swing and a miss. Swanson with his 96-mile-an-hour sinker gets ahead 1-2.
And the thing was, he had so many balls he fouled off. Everybody knew what McGreevy had at that point because he unloaded the kitchen. And at that point, Cubs hitters sat on certain pitches and took advantage of it.
1-2 pitch, fouled back. And now for Matt Swanson. His last 2 outings, he has given up a total of 6 runs, 5 earned, a third of an inning against the Reds. He took the loss. And then against Arizona, 2/3 of an inning, 4 hits, 3 earned runs. He walked 2, throwing 37 pitches on the 23rd.
He needs a good inning.
Check swing.
Did he hit him? Hit the umpire.
That is inside. Or was that fouled off? It's a foul ball. Or no, ball 2. Ball 2 up on the board.
The way Crooks tried to catch it, it looked like he was fooled on that pitch.
Swanson with the sign by way of pitch com and the pitch. Foul ball back to the screen. Swanson to the rousing bag. But this one got out of hand in the first 2 innings, and it seemed to get out of hand in the first 3 in the game last night. The pitch, fouled out of play, off to the left, and Happ is at it again.
Throw in the fact that, Cardinal bats have not been able to respond early. It's tough to come off the field and already be behind, but they haven't been able to put much together as far as their offense is concerned the first couple of innings either.
Batter's timeout taken by Happ. Big deep breath, he gets back in. Matt Swanson with his 8th pitch. Taken high, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Phillips 66 has 2 new limited edition Cardinals pens. Take your pick when you purchase 8 or more gallons with the Fuel Forward app. Some exclusions apply. The offer will end September 27th. 3-2 for Happ leading off the 9th. A swing, and Happ gets under 1, sending it foul. Out of play, no play for Blaze Jordan on the right side.
It's an 8 pitch at bat already.
And I think we get to plant a tree, Claves.
I think you're right. You're out, and we planted some trees tonight. That broken bat means another tree that's going to be planted by Focal Point and Cardinals Care.
With a new bat, Happ makes his way to the left-handed batter's box. We're back at it tomorrow, and broadcast time will be 5:50. Ricky has the lineups at 6:35. They'll be listening in over KNEM in Nevada, Missouri. Dustin May 5-7 against Matthew Boyd 6-1.
I don't know what Adam Amari is doing. I mean, somebody lost something.
He's doing some house cleaning around home plate, so Adam Hammery is ready to go as Happ steps back in.
Wouldn't hurt if he had a brush to clean off home plate compared to kicking the dirt off.
The pitch on the way, and that swung on and hit in the air to center field. Church running back. He is not going to be able to make the play as he overran it. Tried to come back and make the catch, and the ball short hopped Church, and it's a double for Happ. And that's the way it's going tonight.
Church ran to a spot where he thought it was going to land, but it died right in front of him, and he had the short hop, and he was lucky to keep that ball in front of him.
Happ had that Church had that oh no look on the drive by Happ.
And rightfully so, the way Happ hits in this ballpark, he hits for power. He took the first step back and thought he was going to be at a spot where it was going to land, but it just really died on him.
The second double tonight for Happ is 20th of the year, and here's Nico Horner. Horner takes a strike. Then a frustrated Matt Swanson getting ahead of Nico Horner. Horner was able to single in 2 runs in the second inning, walk, steal a base, advance on a wild pitch, and score a 5th inning run. He scored 3 runs and has driven in 6 in the series. Playing second base last night, shortstop tonight. Here's Swanson with the pitch. A fastball high. 1 ball and 1 strike. The Cubs' half innings have been long. The Cardinals were able to send up 6 batters and scoring a run in the 4th inning. Other than that, relatively short. Ground ball too short. Wynn has it and throws out Nico Horner. 1 out with Happ going back to second base. And Justin Dean is coming to bat for the first time in the game. Before he does, let's pause for an ID here on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar.
For 24/7 baseball talk, interviews, and game analysis. After the game, check out MLB Network Radio, Sirius XM 89.
here's Dean checking a swing on a pitch outside. A sweeper for ball 1 from Matt Swanson. Dean is appearing in his 14th game. He's 2 for 7, 3 runs scored. He has hit a triple, a couple of walks, 4 strikeouts. He swings and grounds a base hit through the hole at short. Stopping at third, Ian Happ, waiting to make sure the ball cleared the infield. Happ advances, and Dean is on, and the hits just keep on coming for the Chicago Cubs as they're finding all the openings.
16 hits tonight, and there's just 1 out in the inning.
The Cubs won the game last night, 7-3, out-hitting the Cardinals 14-7. 30 hits so far in the series against Cardinal pitching. Now Carson Kelly. Kelly grounded into a double play in the 7th, facing Strzelecki. The pitch, and that is a base hit to right center field. Happ scores. Dean's going to make third. The throw from Church comes in, holding Kelly to a long RBI single. 10-1 Chicago.
Not much you can say about this. The Cubs looking early in virtually every count, and they are finding the holes.
And here is Pedro Ramirez, who has 3 hits and 4 at-bats. 3 of the 17 Cub hits tonight. He'll bat left-handed against Swanson. The pitch, a swing and a foul. That goes off the left foot or left leg of Pedro Ramirez. We're in the 9th, and the Cubs added on a run in the 8th. 1 more in the 9th inning so far. So they have runners at first and third. Happ led off with a double to center field. He has scored on the hit by Kelly. There's a foul ball on the first base side. 2 strikes for Pedro Ramirez.
Well, Ramirez is having that sort of night. They plug him in, giving Dansby Swanson a night off, and they move Horner over the shortstop.
Well, Conforto didn't play last night. He had 2 hits and a run scored tonight.
Just show up, join in on the fun.
That's what they've done so far in the first 2 games of the series. The 0-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. Swanson strikes out Ramirez, 2 outs. And Pete Crow Armstrong is making his way to the plate. He's hitless in the series. 0 for 7. He has walked twice, has struck out 5 times, and has a caught stealing. He has contributed an RBI with a sacrifice fly in this game. And it's going to be Triantos, James Triantos, batting in Pete Crow Armstrong's spot. Triantos, the right-handed batter, swings and misses.
So Craig Counsell has used everybody on his bench with the exception of Swansby and Amaya.
First and third, 2 outs. And there's a ball bounced to first. Blaze Jordan has it, takes it to the bag, 3 unassisted, and Triantos is out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 9th. On a night it has been all Chicago since the very first inning. The Cubs take a 10-1 lead to the bottom of the 9th.
Mom's got to work, but her rookie caught a fever with no team doctor. But Mercy can't wait to see them with the same pro care they give the Cardinals. She hops online. Will it be a virtual or office visit? She schedules a video visit with the Mercy doc. She's made contact, and she is out of here!
Mercy makes scheduling easy. Just browse, book, and be seen. Visit mercy.net/bigwin. Mercy, official medical provider of the Cardinals.
There's a certain magic in Cardinals Nation, one that can't be found anywhere else. You don't have to look all that hard to find it. It's on the flag-lined streets, in the packed pubs on game day, on the worn-down birds on bats, on cars, and on windows. It's in every memory, every celebration. Yeah, there's magic here. Can you feel it? Sign up for Cardinals checking with Central Bank and get a St. Louis Cardinals full zip vest and 2 game tickets. See bank for details. Member FDIC.
Do you know that by donating your gently used items to Goodwill, you're not only giving those items a new life, but you're helping people right here in your community enrich their lives with meaningful work? Your donations support Goodwill's mission of helping people with barriers to employment to be able to get rewarding jobs which provide not only a paycheck, but a very important sense of purpose. Your donations really do change lives. Give hope, give local, give Goodwill.
DQ presents Being a Miracle Maker. Making a difference in your community has never been easier because July 30th is Miracle Treat Day at DQ. You buy a Blizzard tree at participating locations and DQ will donate $1 or more to Children's Miracle Network to benefit your local children's hospital. So on July 30th, buy a Blizzard tree and be a Miracle Maker, a Blizzard eating hero, doing their part on Miracle Treat Day. July 30th, DQ. Happy tastes good.
Ramirez goes to left field. Triantos is playing at second base. So Pete Crow Armstrong was lifted for Triantos. Justin Dean moved from left to center field. Here's Nootbaar, and Wentz delivers ball one low. We're in the bottom of the ninth inning, and it's all Chicago tonight. The pitch, in for a strike.
You know, one of the things I'm anxious to see about tomorrow is, Cardinals have been manhandled the last couple of nights. How do you show up? What's the mindset tomorrow?
Here's a swing and a miss by Nootbaar. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And for some players, you have some guys who have not gone through this before, especially against Chicago.
The pitch on the way. Wentz deals inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wentz with the sign by way of pitch comp. Kelly puts down an outside target. The 2-2. Way outside. 3-2. 3-2 on Lars Nootbaar. Mason Wynn waits on deck. Nathan Church after that. The third pitcher of the night, Wentz deals, and that's down and in, ball 4. That makes Craig Counsell and Tommy Honaby very happy with a 9-run lead in the ninth inning and a leadoff walk. Drives the staff nuts. Don't miss a moment this season with Cardinals.tv. Stream the entire season within Cardinals territory for only $54.99. Watch games at home or on the go and stay connected. Subject to national exclusivities. Visit Cardinals.tv for details, and you can hear every game on the radio. Wentz with the pitch. Mason Wynn takes outside. That gets away from Carson Kelly. Down to second, Lars Nootbaar. That could be a pass ball.
It looked like one for me. But, I quit trying to
keep up with the scores.
Yeah. But I do think they were a pass ball.
Pass ball is the official scoring on that.
And for Kelly, that's his fourth of the season.
Here's a Tapper foul off to the left. 1 ball and 1 strike on Wynn, who has a hit in 3 at-bats. He's 3 out of 7 in the series.
John, you and I watched Carson Kelly from his early days in St. Louis. He's coming up on 10 years in the big leagues. And he's moved around quite a bit.
And he got a break when he was traded to Arizona.
There's no doubt.
The 1-1. A strike on the inside corner. Carson Kelly was part of the trade involving Paul Goldschmidt. The 1-2 pitch, and that's hit hard and deep down the left field line toward the corner, and the ball hits down in fair territory and bounces over the wall. That's a double and an RBI for Mason Wynn. What did I tell you going into this bottom of the ninth?
I was just thinking the same thing. The spinner, Mason stayed down on it, was able to pull it down the line. It was just fair.
Here's Nathan Church, who has a hit and 2 at-bats, plus a sacrifice fly for the first Cardinal run of the night. Mason Wynn with his 44th run batted in on the ground rule double. Wentz with the pitch, a big swing and a foul back by Church.
You know, if you're Wentz, you just have to just throw it down the middle and dare him to hit it. 8-run lead. You don't want to use another pitcher.
They gave up the leadoff walk, and that's turned into a run.
Leadoff walks will haunt you no matter what the lead is.
Leadoff walks, 2-out walks. The 1-strike pitch outside, 1 ball, 1 strike on Nathan Church. Our long day's journey in tonight has taken us to the bottom of the 9th inning, and the Cub lead is 8 at 10-2. Out hitting the Cardinals tonight, 17-7. We've had an errorless game. Mason Wynn doubled in a run. He takes his lead at second. Horner plays behind him. A swing and a miss. Curveball, reaching for that. Church has a 1-2 count. Nathan Church, 31 RBIs. He has hit 8 home runs. His last home run was against the Cubs at Wrigley Field July 3rd. He takes the ball high, 2-2. What a rough night, though, for Cardinal starter Michael McGreevy.
It just didn't work from the opening pitch. Well, he struck out Pete Crow Armstrong, and then from that point on, he gives up 2 runs in the first inning, comes back, and that second inning was just devastating, giving up 5 runs.
A step off. Wentz goes to the rosin bag. McGreevy with an inning and 2/3, 63 pitches over an inning and 2/3, 40 for strikes, 8 hits, 7 runs earned. He walked 2, struck out 2. He's on the downside of this 10-2 game. And there's a ball that's lined into center field and caught on the run by Justin Dean. Church is out number 1 in the Cardinals' 9th inning. Now Jose Fermin. Fermin homered last night.
Fermin is having an over night.
Fly to left, line out to left, and a pop up to second base. Fermin swings and he drives the ball to left center field, and that's going to be caught by the center fielder Dean, and he fires the ball to the infield with Mason Wynn standing about 2 feet away from second.
Dean wants to catch everything now.
He doesn't play much.
No, he's trying to get some more playing time. I'm not sure if center field's going to be his position here in Chicago, but he is a take charge guy.
Here's Jimmy Crooks. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Hit the ball to the wall in left center field for a long out. The Cardinals had several of those early. Just long, loud outs. Crooks swings and misses Wentz first pitch with 2 outs in the 9th inning. Crooks takes his batter's timeout. The Cardinals have left 6 on base. The Cubs stranded 9, going 8 for 17 with runners in scoring position. The 1-strike pitch. Crooks pops it up. Foul territory. Over by the Cub dugout. Bregman gives it a look. The ball goes over the screen, and the Cardinals are down to their last strike.
About 2 rows back behind the Cubs dugout.
(10-2) Chicago. 2 outs, 2 strikes on Crooks in the bottom of the 9th inning. Mason Wynn doubled in Lars Nootbaar. Mason has been standing out there at second ever since. The 0-2 pitch. Ground ball to the third baseman. The throw by Bregman beats Jimmy Crooks, and this ballgame has come to an end. The Cubs went up 2-0 in the first. They were up 7-0 after 2 on the way to a 10-2 victory. A 2-hour, 59-minute game, and the Cubs have won the first 2 games in the series. We'll talk more about it after this.
Hits 1 is where you find who's poppin' now. And I remembered I loved you. And who's poppin' next. On Hits 1. First in the pop category and in the SiriusXM app, included with most subscriptions on your phone, computer, Alexa, TV, or wherever you stream.
And the rags to riches story for Indiana football comes to conclusion.
We're counting down the days to college football season on Sirius XM. Starting Tuesday, hear previews of the Big Ten. We'll take you to media days and sit down with the star players and head coaches.
Dan Lanning is our guest.
Ryan Day, the head coach of The Ohio State University.
Hear comprehensive coverage on Big Ten Radio, Channel 372. And for expert analysis, check out College Sports Radio, Sirius XM Channel 84 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
Nobody covers the National Football League like Sirius XM NFL Radio.
Looking for the end zone, and he's in. Josh Allen.
Stay updated with the latest news leading up to training camps.
This will be the most competition we've had, in my opinion.
Our panel of experts is getting you ready for the 2026 season.
The Rams are really trying to win the Super Bowl. They are not playing with y'all this season.
There's a story for every team on Sirius XM NFL Radio, Channel 88 in the car, and the Sirius XM app.
Black Diamonds, Stories of Negro League Baseball.
We are off to see the wizard, the legendary Ozzie Smith.
A new SiriusXM podcast hosted by Negro Leagues Baseball Museum President Bob Kendrick.
He played with passion, with great skill, but also with a little swag.
Being compared to an old Negro League player is the honor on top of an honor. They carve a path for guys like me to play this great game. This is what's great to visit with you. You learn all about the black greats that we didn't hear much about.
Black Diamonds, available now on the SiriusXM app.
When the game ends, the baseball talk begins. Tune into MLB Network Radio for expert analysis, great guests, and hosts who live the game on Channel 89 and the SiriusXM app.
They are 53-54 after losing 10-2 to the Cubs tonight, but this was over after the first couple of innings. The Cubs, they got 2 runs in the first inning. Happ, a long at bat, double figures in pitches. He got to see everything McGreevy had to offer, and then doubled in 2. And then the Cubs got the line moving, batting around +1, scoring 5 the next inning on the way to a 10-2 win.
Well, as you mentioned, it started early. Michael McGreevy didn't have it early. The second inning really did him in. But it didn't help that the Cardinals weren't able to try and come back and score early themselves. They've been struggling offensively, and once again we saw it tonight against a game Chicago pitching staff that has made some adjustments since the last time we've seen them.
Colin Ray picked up the win, going 6 innings. He allowed 4 hits, 1 run, walking 2, striking out 2. And Colin Ray has allowed just 5 runs in his last 6 starts against the Cardinals. And career-wise, he's 5-3 against them now. This year he's 8-7, beating McGreevy, who's 4-9.
Yeah, Michael McGreevy, just like the rest of the staff, they've got to figure it out. And as I mentioned to you earlier, I'm anxious to see what this ball club does and how they respond. I mean, it has not been good the last few nights, and they're going to have to turn this thing around. How they do it, that's going to be a challenge for them to have to deal with.
I keep thinking about my old friend, Ricky's old friend and manager, Jim Fregosi, saying, you're basically as good as that night's starting pitcher.
Absolutely.
And the starting pitcher tomorrow is going to be right-hander Dustin May. He's 5-7 against lefty Matthew Boyd, who's 6-1 for the Cubs. And broadcast time tomorrow will be 5:50.
How many scouts you think we'll have here tomorrow watching Dustin May?
You know, if they're not watching in person, they're watching all the video like crazy.
Absolutely.
Everybody's paying attention to almost every game in the big leagues, with the trading deadline coming up next week. Our play of the game is presented by Marriott St. Louis Grand. Book your Grand Slam Cardinals ticket package. Do that right now. We'll hear the play when we come back.
The MLB trade deadline is Monday at 6 Eastern. Hear the moves as they happen on MLB Network Radio.
Holy cow, guys.
Former GMs Jim Bowden, Jim Duquette, and Steve Phillips are working their phones to bring you the latest rumors and insights you crave.
General managers could make a big difference this year as to who wins and goes to the playoffs.
We're talking about the trade deadline right now on MLB Network Radio, Channel 89 in the car and on the SiriusXM app.
And the rags to riches story for Indiana football comes to conclusion.
We're counting down the days to college football season on Sirius XM. Starting Tuesday, hear previews of the Big Ten. We'll take you to media days and sit down with the star players and head coaches.
Dan Lanning is our guest.
Ryan Day, the head coach of The Ohio State University.
Hear comprehensive coverage on Big Ten Radio, Channel 372. And for expert analysis, check out College Sports Radio, Sirius XM Channel 84 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
Nobody covers the National Football League like Sirius XM NFL Radio.
Looking for the end zone, and he's in. Josh Allen.
Stay updated with the latest news leading up to training camps.
This will be the most competition we've had, in my opinion.
Our panel of experts is getting you ready for the 2026 season.
The Rams are really trying to win the Super Bowl. They are not playing with y'all this season.
There's a story for every team on SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 in the car and the SiriusXM app.
Black Diamonds, Stories of Negro League Baseball.
We are off to see the wizard, the legendary Ozzie Smith.
A new SiriusXM podcast hosted by Negro Leagues Baseball Museum President Bob Kendrick.
He played with passion, with great skill, but also with a little swag.
Being compared to an old Negro League player is the honor on top of an honor. They carve a path for guys like me to play this great game. This is what's great to visit with you. You learn all about the black greats that we didn't hear much about.
Black Diamonds, available now on the SiriusXM app.
Get inside the dugout with live interviews with over a dozen big league managers each month on MLB Network Radio, Channel 89, and the SiriusXM app.
With 2 down, Alex Bregman doubled to right center field. That set up second and third. It was a ground rule double, so Suzuki couldn't score. Ian Happ came up. He kept fouling pitches away. Happ, he had double digits in pitches facing McGreevy, and finally got one to his liking for the play of the game presented by Marriott St. Louis Grand. Bregman is the runner at second. Seiya Suzuki over at third. No score. With 2 outs in the first inning, the 3-2 pitch, a swing and a drive to right field. That is back toward the wall. Walker cannot catch it. The ball's off the wall. The Cubs lead 2-0 on a double by Ian Happ. Ian Happ was 72 career runs batted in. Now, the Cardinals scored a couple of runs in the game. The Cubs put up 5 runs in the second inning to chase Michael McGreevy, who was tagged with 7 earned runs on 8 hits over an inning and 2/3 and took the loss tonight. But the Cubs got 2 in the first, 5 in the second, picked up another in the 5th, another run in the 8th, and 1 in the 9th inning. The Cardinals scored in the 5th and the 9th, 10-2 the final. 10 runs, 17 hits, no errors, 9 left on for the Cubs. They went 8 for 17 with runners in scoring position. The Cardinals 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors, 7 left, 2 for 7 with runners in scoring position. Ray is 8-7 with the win. McGreevy 4-9 with the loss. A 2-hour, 59-minute game, 29,097 the attendance. The Cardinals won the first 4 of the first 5 games of the series with the Cubs, going 4-1, but they've lost the last 3, 6-4, 7-3, and 10-2, and the series is even at 4 games apiece. It's going to be Dustin May, 5-7 against lefty Matthew Boyd, 6-1. 5:50 for our broadcast time tomorrow. 6:35, Ricky will go over the lineups and the pitching matchups. I'll bring you the first pitch thrown by Cardinal right-hander Dustin May around 6:45. We hope you'll join us. Now, thanks to our producer-engineer Jim Jackson, to Daniel Hinkamp in the St. Louis studio. Emmett Kincannon has been our booth assistant. Matt Pauley's coming up with our post-game show. For Mike Claiborne and Ricky Horton, I'm John Rooney. Good night from Busch Stadium. St. Louis Cardinals baseball has been brought to you by Budweiser, official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. Crack open the game with Budweiser and enjoy unrivaled flavor and refreshment. By your quality Ford dealer. Check out the all-new Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 49 years. By Schnucks Delivers. Order your groceries online in the Schnucks Rewards app today. By Shelter Insurance. Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com to help you choose the coverage that fits just right for your auto, home, and life insurance. By Explore St. Louis. Learn all about the great things to do in St. Louis. Visit explorestlouis.com. By Central Bank, the hometown bank of the St. Louis Cardinals. And by the Painting and Decorating Foundation. Visit stlouispdf.org to learn more. This is the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar.
Well, the struggles certainly continue for the St. Louis Cardinals. They lose to the Cubs tonight by a 10-2 score. Michael McGreevy has the shortest appearance of his major league career, only going an inning and 2/3, not making it out of the second inning, gives up 7 runs on 8 hits. And offensively, the Cardinals only score the 2 runs on 7 hits. They've lost the first 2 games of this 4-game series against Chicago. Welcome in. This is the Mercy Cardinals postgame show on the Cardinals Radio Network. We will go back through the game with the highlights coming up in a moment. We'll get the postgame comments of Cardinals manager Oliver Marmol. We'll try to dip into the clubhouse as well and hear what the reaction is to this one today. A tough night for the Redbirds. The Cardinals lose to the Cubs by a 10-2 score. This is the Mercy Cardinals postgame show on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar. Cardinal season ticket holder weekend is August 7th through the 9th, all weekend long. Season ticket holders will have the opportunity to take home unique prizes, including the chance to win special gifts from various corporate partners like Shane Company. We'd like to thank Shane Company for donating 5 $500 gift cards to this year's season ticket holder appreciation. The best fans in baseball get the best gifts at Cardinal season ticket holder weekend. Thank you, Shane Company, for supporting Cardinal season ticket holders. To learn how you can become a season ticket holder, visit cardinals.com/season.
Hello, this is Mary at the Department of Rejected Dreams. If you had a dream rejected, IKEA can make it possible.
Hey, I dreamed I'd be ready for college way ahead of time.
And now you're way behind?
Yes, and I have no idea how I'll get it all done on time and in my budget.
Well, luckily, IKEA has everything you need to make it your space on your budget. And with everything ready to take away from our stores with Click and Collect, it's easier than ever.
That's convenient.
Exactly. Get IKEA whenever, wherever, however at IKEA.us. IKEA, dream the possibilities.
This is WWE superstar CM Punk.
And your queen, Charlotte Flair.
WWE Radio is now on Sirius XM.
Hear Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and every WWE PLE Live.
Plus Busted Open, Not Sam Wrestling, and your favorite WWE podcast.
And Saturday night at 6 p.m. Eastern, hear the first ever radio broadcast of SummerSlam on WWE Radio.
Whether it's inside or outside the ring,
it's all
on WWE Radio.
Sirius XM, channel 156, and on the Sirius XM app.
And the rags, the richest story for Indiana football comes to conclusion.
We're counting down the days to college football season on Sirius XM. Starting Tuesday, hear previews of the Big Ten. We'll take you to media days and sit down with the star players and head coaches.
Dan Lanning is our guest.
Ryan Day, the head coach of The Ohio State University.
Hear comprehensive coverage on Big Ten Radio, channel 372. And for expert analysis, check out College Sports Radio, Sirius XM channel 84 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
Hello, children. I'm Alice Cooper. Rocco Media and I are talking golf, music, and more on Rolling the Rock. I did a documentary on horror movies.
I didn't like the Freddy movies.
I played his father in one of the movies.
Did he end up killing you?
Yeah.
How'd I know that?
As a little boy, he killed me. We had a hard time shooting because every time we get ready to do it, one of us would start laughing. Listen to Rolling the Rock on PGA Tour Radio or anytime on the SiriusXM app. And you better listen, because we know where you live.
This is Bob Kendrick, president of the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum and host of the award-winning SiriusXM podcast, Black Diamonds. Hear about the legends that shape baseball and society. Stories of resilience and brilliance. Stories of the American dream.
They never lost their love for the game, and they never lost hope for what America could become.
Discover the legacy of the baseball pioneers through over 100 episodes of Black Diamonds right now on the SiriusXM app or wherever you get your podcast.
Go inside baseball with a team of analysts featuring all-stars, award winners, and world champions on MLB Network Radio, Channel 89, and the SiriusXM app.
Tough night for the Cardinals. They lose to the Cubs 10-2. This is the Mercy Cardinals postgame show on the Cardinals Radio Network. Let's go back through the game with the highlights. The pitching matchup. Michael McGreevy going for the Cardinals. He has been very good all year long. Colin Ray making the start for Chicago. The first batter of the game with the tarps off section having their backs to the field. It is Pete Crow Armstrong.
The pitch to him, a swing and a miss. He's out on strikes. That's the way our game begins tonight as McGreevy strikes out Pete Crow Armstrong.
Yeah, you like that. Unfortunately, that type of result would not continue for the Cardinals. Seiya Suzuki would get a base hit, and then with one out, it is Alex Bregman.
Bregman with his right foot on the back line. The pitch. A swing, and there's a fly ball that's hit to right center field. Walker's on the run, and the ball gets by him, takes a bounce and goes over the wall. So there's the first break of the night as Bregman gets his third double in the series because the ball bounced over the wall. Suzuki could not come all the way around.
So runners on at second and third for the Cardinal killer, Ian Happ.
With 2 outs in the first inning, the 3-2 pitch, a swing and a drive to right field. That is back toward the wall. Walker cannot catch it. The ball's off the wall. The Cubs lead 2-0 on a double by Ian Happ.
Cubs would add to their lead in the second inning. Michael Conforto leads the inning off with a base hit. Carson Kelly then walks. Runners on at first and second for Pedro Ramirez, who grounds out, pushing the runners to second and third for Pete Crow Armstrong, who hits a sacrifice fly. That scores a run, and that makes it now 3-0. And then it is Seiya Suzuki who is back at the plate.
The pitch, a swing, and a hit past the diving third baseman Jose Fermin to the left field corner. That's a double for Suzuki, and the Cubs have a 4-0 lead.
And they are not done. Up comes Michael Busch.
In the Cardinals' second inning, but they put up 3, and here's a base hit into right center field. Michael Busch drives in, another run. Suzuki scores on the single. And the Cubs have the line moving with a 5-0 lead, 2 outs in the second.
Unfortunately, that line would continue to move. Alex Bregman would get a base hit. That would push Michael Busch to second. Then a walk to Ian Happ. That loads the bases for Nico Hoerner.
The runners go. The pitch is swung on, and that's looped down the right field line. It hits down fair. 2 runs are going to score. And over to third base, Ian Happ. 7-0 Cubs.
And that was it for Michael McGreevy. The first time he has ever not made it out of the second inning in his major league career. Gordon Graceffo would come on with 2 on, 2 outs to face off against Michael Conforto.
Here's a swing and a drive. That's hit to deep right field. Walker back. He jumps, and he makes the catch in front of the State Farm sign at the wall. Wow. So close to 3 more runs right there.
No answer from the Cardinals in the bottom of the second, top of the third. Gordon Graceffo out for his first full inning of work. He would give up a bunt single, or just a single, I should say, to Pedro Ramirez with 1 out. But then with 2 outs and 1 on, he faces off against Suzuki.
Next pitch is a swing and a miss. He strikes out Suzuki, and that ends the inning.
So that makes it, that sends the game to the bottom of the third. Cardinals have an opportunity to start clawing their way back into the game in the third. Nathan Church led the inning off with a base hit. Later in the inning, J.J. Weatherholt would walk, but the Cardinals would strand 2. They would get a run on the board in their half of the fourth inning. Alec Burleson leads the inning off with a walk after Ivan Herrera strikes out. Lars Nootbaar is at the plate.
A 1-strike pitch. It's hit up the middle, and it's handled at short. The only play at first base, and he can't get him. Porter might actually have had a play at second, but
I thought he did.
But decided right away that ball was going to first base, and Nootbaar's able to beat it out.
So it brings up Mason Wynn.
And another 1-2 pitch coming up, and that's hit towards right field. That's a hit over the head of the first baseman into right field. Cardinals are not going to be able to score on that, but they just loaded the bases.
They are able to score, though, with Nathan Church at the plate.
The 1-2 pitch is hit in the air towards right field. That's going to be deep enough to score Burleson. As the play is made in right by Suzuki, nobody else advances. And it's now 7-1 Cubs. Sacrifice fly, RBI for Nathan Church.
Still 2 runners on base, so if the Cardinals can keep their line moving in the fourth inning, they've got an opportunity to make this a game once again. However, they were unable to do that. Jose Fermin at the plate with 2 outs.
Win at first, swing and a line drive to left field, but that's going to carry right to the left fielder Conforto. Well struck by Fermin, but again, no luck for the Cardinals.
7-1 as the game goes to the top of the 5th inning. Gordon Graceffo still pitching. He issues a walk to Nico Hoerner. That ends the day for Graceffo. On comes Justin Brule. He strikes out Michael Conforto, but then Hoerner steals second base. Carson Kelly would fly out. A wild pitch then allows Hoerner to go to third, and he would come home courtesy of Pedro Ramirez.
Another 3-2 pitch with a runner at third, 2 outs in the 5th. Ramirez swings, and he chops that one toward third. A barehand play by Fermin, and he can't throw him out. It's an RBI infield hit. Hoerner scores.
8-1 the score. The Cubs have the lead. The Cardinals will get one runner on in the 5th inning thanks to a J.J. Weatherholt single. Nothing more than that. In the 6th inning, Justin Brule's first full inning of work after he came on with one on in the 5th inning. He would allow one base runner, a 2-out hit to Alex Bregman, but then he would face off against Ian Happ.
The 2-2 pitch to the Cub DH tonight. Strike 3 called. The 4th strikeout for Justin Brule.
In the 7th inning, the newest Cardinal Peter Strzelecki would make his team debut. Just recently signed. He got his contract purchased prior to the game, and the first batter he faces off against is Nico Horner.
23 appearances this year in AAA. His first pitch as a Cardinal is hit into right field, and moving in is Jordan Walker to make the play. He's able to retire Nico Horner, which hasn't been that easy to do. So good start for Peter Strzelecki.
Yeah, so that good first out as a Cardinal. Michael Conforto would get a base hit, but then facing off against Carson Kelly, he would get out of the inning.
1-2 the count on Carson Kelly, former Cardinal. He grounds out to the left side. Fermin to second for one, and on to first, and it's a double play. Peter Strzelecki puts up a 0 on the board.
Good work from Strzelecki. The game is 8-1 as it goes to the 7th. Nothing doing for the Cardinals in the bottom of the 7th. I should say going to the bottom of the 7th. To the 8th we go now. And Strzelecki is continuing to work for the Cardinals. Pedro Ramirez leads the top of the 8th inning with a ground rule double. And then with one out, Seiya Suzuki does this.
Beating the Cincinnati Reds, a 7-0 game. There's a ball grounded up the middle into center field, a base hit. Suzuki drives in his second run tonight, scoring Ramirez, and the Cubs have a 9-1 lead.
In the bottom of the 8th inning, Brian Torres leads the inning off with a base hit, but Blaze Jordan would then ground into a double play, ending any chance of a threat there for the Cardinals. To the 9th we go. New pitcher for the Cardinals is Matt Swanson. He gives up a double to Ian Happ to lead off that inning, a play that could have been made by center fielder Nathan Church, but it wasn't. So Happ is credited with the double. Later in the inning, Carson Kelly would single. That would score Happ. It would make it a 10-1 game. Bottom of the 9th inning, the Cardinals do get one run across. Lars Nootbaar would walk. He would move to second on a pass ball, and then he would score courtesy of Mason Witt.
The 1-2 pitch, and that's hit hard and deep down the left field line toward the corner, and the ball hits down in fair territory and bounces over the wall. That's a double and an RBI for Mason Witt.
But that's as close as the Cardinals would get as they end up losing by a 10-2 score with the win. The Cubs go to 61-46. The Cardinals drop to below 500 for the first time this year, 53-54 their record. Winning totals for the Cubs, 10 runs, 17 hits, no errors. They leave 9. For the Cardinals, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They leave 7. Winning pitcher Ray, 8-7. The loss to McGreevy. He is 4-9. No home runs were hit in this game. It's a game that goes 2 hours and 59 minutes. 29,097 tickets sold tonight at Busch Stadium. Cardinals lose to the Cubs by a 10-2 score. We'll come back with post-game comments of Cardinals manager Oliver Marmol. More in a moment. This is the Mercy Cardinals post-game show on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar.
Hyatt Regency St. Louis, close to everything. Just 3 blocks from Busch Stadium and right next to the Gateway Arch. Swing by Brew House Historical Sports Bar, located inside Hyatt Regency St. Louis for pregame fare and postgame celebration before and after every Cardinals game. Driving in, park with ease in the heart of downtown with our Park and Stay package. Enjoy valet parking for 1 standard size vehicle per room per night. Don't strike out. Book this exclusive offer today at HyattRegencySt.Louis.com.
What is true masculinity? And does it mean standing up for your beliefs, even when it's uncomfortable, or just going along with what others say? Vitae Foundation's research showed that when women find out they are unexpectedly pregnant and they share the news of their pregnancy, they are frustrated when men say, "I'll support you no matter what you choose." They want men to step forward as providers and protectors. It's time to empower men and women to choose life, to restore masculinity in our culture. Learn more at talkprolife.org.
The doggy is heading back to the beach. Hey everybody, Christopher Mad Dog Russo here. Join me Friday live from the bar Anticipation, Lake Como, New Jersey. Biggest bash of the summer. Our broadcast goes from 4 to 7 Eastern, and we'll be in the house starting at 3 with a bunch of the Mad Dog crew. That includes Shine, Katie Nolan, Mike Babjack, and of course the great Steve D. Live music, fan interaction, and one hell of a good time. Mad Dog Unleashed Live, Bar A, down at the Jersey Shore. This Friday, live broadcast 4 to 7 Eastern. Mad Dog Sports Radio, Channel 82, anytime on the Sirius XM app.
And the rags to riches story for Indiana football comes to conclusion.
We're counting down the days to college football season on Sirius XM. Starting Tuesday, hear previews of the Big Ten. We'll take you to media days and sit down with the star players and head coaches.
Dan Lanning is our guest. Ryan Day, the head coach of The Ohio State University.
Hear comprehensive coverage on Big Ten Radio, Channel 372. And for expert analysis, check out College Sports Radio, Sirius XM Channel 84 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
Hello, children. I'm Alice Cooper. Rocco Mediat and I are talking golf, music, and more on Rolling the Rock. I did a documentary on horror movies.
I didn't like the Freddy movies.
I played his father in one of the movies.
Did he end up killing you?
Yeah.
How'd I know that?
As a little boy, he killed me. We had a hard time shooting. Every time we get ready to do it, one of us would start laughing. Listen to Rolling the Rock on PGA Tour Radio or anytime on the Sirius XM app. And you better listen, because we know where you live.
Wake up, everybody. This is Steve Phillips from the Leadoff Spot. Join us every weekday morning as we recap all the action from the night before. Did you miss that walk-off home run, that pitching duel, or that defensive web gem that everybody be talking about at the office? No matter what time you wake up, we've got you covered. We'll give you all the big plays and all the top stories. Wake up with us, and you won't miss a thing. Don't miss the Leadoff Spot on MLB Network Radio, Channel 89 in the car, and on the Sirius XM app.
Go inside baseball with a team of analysts featuring all-stars, award winners, and world champions on MLB Network Radio, Channel 89, and the Sirius XM app.
Cardinals lose to the Cubs. Final score today, 10-2. This is the Mercer Cardinals post-game show here across the Cardinals Radio Network. Some of the standouts from this game, it was a tough day for the Cardinals. Only one player had multiple hits. That was Mason Wynn. He goes at 2 for 4. The only pitcher not to give up a run in this game was Justin Brule, who threw 2 scoreless innings. Gordon Graceffo, I thought, did a nice job as well. One of the runs that he gives up, the one run that Graceffo gave up, was an inherited runner that was allowed to score by Brule. Even Peter Strzelecki, on his first day as a Cardinal, he came in, covered a couple innings. But there's some big numbers for the Cubs for sure. Seiya Suzuki goes 3 for 5 with a double and 2 RBIs. Another big day for Alex Bregman, 3 for 5 for him. 2 RBIs from Ian Happ, 2 RBIs as well from Nico Horner. And Colin Ray did a nice job on the mound for the Cubs, giving up just 1 run on 4 hits over the course of 6 innings. Cardinals end up losing to the Cubs by a 10-2 score. Let's listen in to Cardinals manager Oliver Marmol. Opened up talking about what he saw in terms of the approach that the Cubs took against Michael McGreevy, where they got McGreevy out of the game in the 2nd inning.
It wasn't just aggression. It was he fell behind, and then they waited him out until he was over the plate, and they did a really nice job of having a good approach against him, going the other way when necessary, and then taking their shots as well. A lot of good contact. No way around it. They got to him today.
He's not had really any of these for 2 years. Is there anything you just sort of flush and go with him?
Yeah, he's been pretty good for us over the last couple of years. He's had a very consistent year. This year, his approach, how he prepares, all of it is exactly what you would want. So we have not seen this style of game pop up when he's out there. So you learn from it and you keep moving.
In a spot like that, it becomes incumbent upon the pen to kind of show out for you. What did you see from those guys tonight?
I'm glad we rested them yesterday, that's for sure. But those guys did a nice job of just continuing to keep it close and give us a chance to see if we can claw back. But I felt like the pen was on the attack. They got ahead and did a nice job there and gave us a look.
How did you see Brule's outing in particular?
Yeah, did a really nice job. Was able to free some guys for punch outs, but overall he showed very well.
What can you tell us about the move before the game and the need for a fresh arm, kind of what led to that? Is Riley's availability part of that?
Yes, which he was available. Therefore, we made the move for Dobbins and got the fresh arm here after getting the outing we did from him yesterday.
So the fact that he wouldn't be available for several days, you wanted to go with the
That's
fresh
correct,
arm.
yes.
A few times in this past week, whether it was on the road or here, and even just now, I understand they're not all connected. Like you said, McGreevy hasn't had many starts like this. A couple times over the past week, you've said you guys haven't had games like this. Any sense of this culmination of kind of tough games, tough moments, tough stretch for the offense, just why it's happening now?
No, there's not a real good answer for it. You might not like that, but that's just the truth because it's in different areas. We've seen our pen give it up. Not having the leverage lefty and JoJo is part of that, which it's just part of baseball. Guys end up getting hurt. Unfortunately, his was the appendix, but and it allows other people opportunity. But it's youth will at times rear its head, and you'll have games like we did on the road. This is one that we haven't seen with our starting pitching as far as McGreevy. So it's popped up in different areas, but it's not one thing that you can point to. The disappointing thing is that it's happened in different areas all bunched together in a matter of a couple weeks.
And at the same time, obviously the trade deadline's coming up. This is new for a lot of the young guys. Just the trials of a young team going through this at this time?
Yeah, but I don't want to attribute too much of it to that. I think that we're mindful of that and making sure that we're available to have those conversations with the guys that need it. But once first pitch happens, guys are locked into competing and winning the game. We've gotten beat. Simple. Yeah.
You've talked about the teaching moments that can be found within things offensively for a young group. Is that just the premise is to just continue to plow forward, making sure that you're making the most of those and trying to find your way out of this as a group offensively?
I felt that our offense today actually did a much better job. When you look at, take all the emotion out of it, take the loss out of it, just look at individual at-bats, I felt like we actually struck the baseball better than we have over the last several games. I felt like there's some adjustments that were made. I liked what we saw out of Church today. So those are the things that can't get lost as we're continuing to push this forward, is you got to be able to point those out and continue to reinforce those. Herrera is feeling a little better, but I like what we saw out of several guys today. A lot of contact right at people, and there's nothing you can do about that. So there were some positives, but obviously not enough.
That is Cardinals manager Oliver Marmol speaking with the media just a few moments ago. Cardinals lose to the Cubs tonight, 10-2. We'll hear from Michael McGreevy, tonight's starter, coming up in just a moment on the Mercy Cardinals postgame show here on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar.
The excitement of the FedEx Cup playoffs returns to St. Louis when the top 50 players on the PGA Tour converge on Belle Reve Country Club for the 2026 BMW Championship, August 18th through the 23rd. The stakes have never been higher as players will face the ultimate test at Belle Reve. Tickets are available now. Secure your place to watch golf's best compete in the penultimate event of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Visit BMWChampionship.com today.
We are Cardinal Nation. We show up ready. With Favorite Cat Rentals, you get work-ready equipment. Skid steers, excavators, aerial lifts, power solutions, and more. Maintained and ready to perform. Need it for a day, a month, the whole season? When the schedule tightens and the pressure's on, Favorite Cat Rentals moves fast so you stay on track. Visit FavoriteCatRentals.com today. Favorite Cat Rentals. More when you need it most.
Draft a winning fantasy football team with the experts of SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio.
Our first picks need to be the surest things on the board. They are a priority.
Hear winning strategies, player projections, and expert drafts to help you build a championship team.
No, thank you. I am not drafting a tight end and a quarterback in the early rounds.
We're talking fantasy football right now on Fantasy Sports Radio, Channel 87. And check out our audio draft kit anytime on the SiriusXM app. Just search Draft Season.
And the rags to riches story for Indiana football comes to conclusion.
We're counting down the days to college football season on Sirius XM. Starting Tuesday, hear previews of the Big Ten. We'll take you to media days and sit down with the star players and head coaches.
Dan Lanning is our guest.
Ryan Day, the head coach of The Ohio State University.
Hear comprehensive coverage on Big Ten Radio, Channel 372. And for expert analysis, check out College Sports Radio, Sirius XM Channel 84 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
Hello, children. I'm Alice Cooper. Rocco Mediat and I are talking golf, music, and more on Rolling the Rock. I did a documentary on horror movies.
I didn't like the Freddy movies.
I played his father in one of the movies.
Did he end up killing you?
Yeah.
How'd I know that?
As a little boy, he killed me. We had a hard time shooting because every time he'd get ready to do it, one of us would start laughing. Listen to Rolling the Rock on PGA Tour Radio or anytime on the SiriusXM app. And you better listen, because we know where you live.
Wake up, everybody. This is Steve Phillips from the leadoff spot. Join us every weekday morning as we recap all the action from the night before. Did you miss that walk-off home run, that pitching duel, or that defensive web gem that everybody be talking about at the office? No matter what time you wake up, we've got you covered. We'll give you all the big plays and all the top stories. Wake up with us, and you won't miss a thing. Don't miss the leadoff spot on MLB Network Radio, Channel 89 in the car, and on the SiriusXM app.
Baseball fans, your favorite MLB team has its own channel on the SiriusXM app. Just search for your team, then press the plus sign to listen to your hometown announcers.
All right, guys, that'll be it for this live stream. And yeah, just over 3 hours. I listened to the Chicago Cubs St. Louis Cardinals game, and unfortunately it was a blowout. Keith Sports News, KSN, will go live tomorrow night of him watching tomorrow night's game. And, yeah, I added the logos of the teams, so that's cool. And, I have, over the past couple years, I have done live streams like this where I would listen to an MLB game while trucking, mainly in October, for the postseason. So, most likely I will be doing that again. And I like listening to games while playing this game because it's... MLB baseball is really the best sport to listen to on the radio while you're doing something, And I enjoyed the broadcast. So, yeah. Hey, I'll do this again. I might as well do this again pretty soon. In sometime next month when the St. Louis Cardinals play the Chicago Cubs in Chicago, and I'll play the Cubs radio broadcast. All right. And thankfully I didn't have to spend like over $100,000 on the paint jobs, and I hit $1 million again. So yeah. All right, so yeah, this is what I wanted to do tonight. Next time I play this game, I don't know when that'll be. It might be pretty soon. And I'm not sure what I'll be doing. But, yeah. Alright. That's about it. And, yeah. Keith, we'll see you tomorrow night on the Sports Talk channel. And the next live stream on this channel will be Thursday night. And, yeah. Big summer party movie finally will be premiering on Saturday, August the 1st, which will also be the last episode of KSN. All right, folks. Have a good night. See you soon.